Oh, he jumped on the train. He jumped on the train. Or he get ran over. Oh shit. Oh God, don't die. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on? Lord Almighty. Yo, I'm trying to get myself together. What the fuck is he doing? Oh my God. Yo. Hold on. Let me get myself on here. All right. A mess. How many sound? There's no audio. Hey, give me a second here. I don't know what. There's no sound. There's nothing I can do. You could just, I guess, listen to me talk. Yeah, it's live right now. He was actually, I wish I could have shown you guys what he was doing. I was just kind of late to get on. What is he doing? Is he pretending like he's normal now? Is he pretending like, oh, I'm just... Another angle? Okay, we got a different camera angle. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait, that link doesn't... It's not a... I don't see it on the link. Did he walk back to the car? Or what was he doing? Sky Fox. Maybe I gotta click Sky Fox. Oh, okay, I see it now. I got it. Okay, I said reload it. How are we gonna do this now? And I'm blocking this. Alright. We can do this. Right screen. Can we get the right screen in? Display capture. Damn it. The right side. That's not the right thing. He went back to the car? What's up, guys? How you doing? Yo, so I didn't have any live stream planned today. I said yesterday, apparently I didn't even know I said this. Shay was telling me on the phone. She's like, you told them you were going to go live. I'm like, no, I didn't. She's like, yeah, you did. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, there he is. Why would he go back to the car? And he's like, yo, hurry up. Let's go. Let's get this. There is no audio, by the way, guys, if you're wondering. This guy was on the road. The trunk was popped open. He was going all over the... Oh, they got guns. Damn, it's already coming to an end. He was driving this thing nuts. I don't know. I don't think I can rewind on this either. I would have liked to rewind to show you a little bit. Yeah, they got, let me see, they got guns drawn. They're coming around the corner of the train. Yo, he was riding that thing crazy. He rode that thing into hell. Let me see if I can find a Facebook stream. I can, maybe after I can. On the bottom it says suspect has a gun. Does it? Oh, no. Sorry, I read that wrong. Don't listen to me. Hit Sky Fox, but it does. Jazz says the suspect has a gun. Oh, they got shotguns out too. Shotguns. They're surrounding him. So the reason that car's like that is because this guy drove it like that. He drove it into everything. So, right, how you doing? Happy Friday. Hopefully it's a happy Friday. If the guy doesn't get killed. And Good Friday and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. KTLA 5. Hold on, let's see. KTLA 5. Okay, let me take a look. Authorities chase a man. Top story. Authorities are chasing a man to Commerce on Friday afternoon. It is unclear. Look at him. Wait, what's he doing? Yo, he's boxing himself inside. Oh, man. Is he that what he's doing? He's like, he's kind of closing the... He keeps holding it to his head. Was that a gun he was holding? No, I thought that was a cell phone. I thought, yeah. Lexi said she thought it was a cell phone. I thought it was a cell phone. It's a gun? Jesus Christ. KTL5. All right. KTL5. I see the link to the article, but let me see. How do watch live? Okay, let's see.
Google.
All right, let me get past the commercial and then we'll see if there's anything else on there. Okay, there's another angle.
Was driving on the shoulder of the road and has some heavy traffic, made his way off the freeway in the East LA area, and then made his way into Commerce and then onto the train tracks as we saw him burst through that fence.
And Gil, I'm just curious, we did see that locomotive, that train move by a short time ago, but with officers approaching, they obviously need to cross these tracks. It would be safe to assume that officers get in touch with who's ever responsible for moving these trains to stop service, at least at that moment, so they could make a safe way across the track?
Yeah, no doubt, because, well, the good news is they're in the train track, or in the Commerce train yard itself, so there's probably no
Google Workspace is ready for business.
There's officer or police activity in the amongst the train tracks, and that is very a dangerous situation because you never know what train's going to come through which line. So hopefully they're working on that and getting that shut down in this area. So hopefully they're working on that and getting that shut down in this area at least. But
oh, this is earlier they're showing.
The good news is it looks
cool.
like this train track here where this vehicle ended
check
up
out who was doing earlier.
Not, operational, so there shouldn't be any train coming through that particular track. But it's for those deputies down here that's the concern.
Happy Friday!
Yeah, they definitely have to be careful because the Commerce train yard is active, as we saw.
Oh yeah, very active, and it's on the.
Oh no, no me diga. And he started. This is what he was doing. He was just running the car down, crashing into things, driving on the train track. Let me give it a refresh. Another commercial. And and then he just burst out and started running. Maybe we can see if it was that a gun. I thought he had a cell phone in his hand.
Sonar, some sort of radar equipment that they can use to see what's happening inside
that
and
then he went to the train.
Really tense for those people.
And I'm thinking he's gonna get run over by the train.
Hear them. I'm listening to the sheriffs on their frequency, and they're talking about that the suspect in this pursuit.
You guys give me some likes, please, too, por favor.
The deputies there after he was just jumping back into the car. They said it was silver. It might be the phone that maybe he pointed the phone, and it's not the gun, but we don't know for sure. I didn't get a good look at what it was.
They're saying they thought it was
what looked like a cell phone to his ear. He was talking to somebody. And it was silver, like
go out and get in touch with
don't
me.
do that
It's
shit.
unknown if what they saw might have been a weapon or not, but they're not taking any risks on this. They're taking cover, and this is going to turn into definitely a SWAT call, I should say.
For sure. I was just going to say that, and they'll likely bring out those robotic systems that we see where they can take that robot up close to the vehicle and be able to get a closer look. A lot of times they'll take it up there with the camera so they can see into the windows, but like Mark mentioned, basically with those windows tinted and that sun visor up, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But I remember, I think they also have a microphone on
Los
those
Angeles, I
robotic
guess?
systems, and they can actually talk to him. So maybe the negotiators will be able to have some form of communication with him once they are out there.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, the access point for the deputies or the SWAT vehicles would probably be this fence that he was trying to jump over initially there, but that's going to be probably the entrance area. I don't see any other place that they can come in.
I didn't know they had robots.
A little bit to the north.
What's up with the robots?
Tracks, I should say. There is one access point that they'll be able to get in without going through the fence. So
why are we chasing him?
It's in the deputy's advantage at this point to get those units in here. Those
what was the article I was reading?
To try to
I
bring
lost the article.
Conclusion, but right now that suspect does not want to come out of that vehicle.
So you said that the Lakewood Sheriff's Department
started
this pursuit around 2 o'clock. And we know it's a stolen vehicle. Were they trying to pull the vehicle over? Do you have any of those details how this pursuit actually began?
Yeah, actually, Lou, I heard the pursuit break out on the scanner. I tuned into it. I did hear that they already had an airship overhead. The airship was calling well, at that point it was a pursuit because they did get units behind the vehicle, and the vehicle took off from those officers, jumping onto the 605 freeway a short time later in the wrong direction, and those officers on the ground, those units were pulled off of it. The airship tracked the vehicle for a while on the 605 going the wrong way, eventually made it to the 5 and the 605, and then somehow made it up to Montebello, exited the freeway on surface streets of Montebello, and was driving erratic, going up on center dividers across the curbs and stuff like that. So very erratic driving throughout this entire pursuit. And as you saw him crashing through the fence, that's just more of the same that was happening earlier. The CHP was trying to get into position while it was on the freeway, but after it pulled off
East
the freeway,
LA
they pulled back. And,
in the city of Commerce is the area relatively.
At this
okay,
point,
thank you, listener.
we are safe from any neighborhoods, any houses. The driver there in the vehicle, and it really is a commercial industrial area right here
he's
in the Commerce area. This is off of Noakes and Calzona.
Noakes and Calzona.
Gil, as we approach 2:45 this afternoon here on a Friday for the viewers that are just joining us.
Yeah, so on the right. Oh, wait, what did I do? Oh, they changed the view. Wait, oh shit, wait, are they? Oh, they about to move in, I think. Well, they're getting ready to do something. Yeah, he's barricaded inside, guys. We were watching like a replay of what was happening before that was on the right side, but now they went to full screen. I'm gonna put the audio back. But he ran out the vehicle. He started running all over the place. Then he ran back inside. They surrounded him with guns. I saw him with a cell phone, but there's rumors that maybe he's armed. Okay, the right side is the replay. And everybody want to call me now. Then he runs back into the vehicle and like he puts like the sun thing on. The sun, what do they call it? I don't know what they call that. Sunscreen? I don't know. And then he takes a piece of cardboard and he blocks out the window. And so, you know, who knows what he's doing inside. Kanye.
I'd say, but you could see the driver on the tracks right there. It appears the vehicle spins out for a bit. He overcorrects, gains ground again, and then keeps moving. And I'd say another 200 to 300 yards, he's going to end up in the position that he's currently in right now. But you could see the behavior. We saw it on the streets through Commerce, blowing through stop signs, ignoring some of the traffic rules. I've never seen a driver in a pursuit plow through a gate like that and move on to active train tracks. But you can see what happened earlier on the right side of your screen. On the left side, you could see that locomotive moving. And then look at the number of what I think are LAPD squad cars. A moment ago, there were just a few, and now it looks like there's more than half a dozen as officers are using the train on the right side of your screen as a barrier as they try to figure out how they're going to approach that vehicle. The suspect is inside. There's tinted windows. There's that sunshade that he's put up in the front, so officers really have no...
When at the end of this, I'll talk to you guys a little bit about the Amber stuff, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, just, you know, for people that have been following that. And Molly texted me too, because she did tell me a long time ago in text before it was even in the news that these people, Amber's people, her friend Eve Barlow and whoever else, they were looking into the people that were in, they were getting people kicked out. I think it's actually come out now that people were getting kicked out. And now this lady got kicked out herself, Eve Barlow. So I'll talk a little bit about that. She's texting you? No, iCkEdMeL! Cancel!
And put a smoke bomb
she was on Court TV too, by the way.
To force the suspect out.
Yeah, Lou, you know, they're not going to try to cross those tracks whatsoever. There's no cover for them. They do have their vehicles there, and they'll likely not try to cross.
Damn.
With their
so what is the? I wonder what this area is. It's just train tracks.
But,
what is the part of the city like over here?
Fence here that's blocking the train tracks where he ended up on. But let me come over here and show
like
you
every
that
other
area
city.
real quick. this area. If he would have just kept going a little
Yeah,
bit
Eve got
further,
kicked
he would
out.
have had a
Ban!
little bit of open track. There is a fence
Bob
there,
it!
but they can access through there as well. So a couple of options for the
There was this
sheriffs
guy,
to bring in
the
their
YouTuber,
Bearcats,
that umbrella
bring
or
this
the
in.
umbrella.
Definitely those officers. Or
He
those
posted a
deputies
video
that
today that I thought was good.
to,
BL tagged me in it, and I don't think I even noticed. I noticed at one point because I was watching my video again, like towards the end, but I didn't notice in his video. I don't know if it's a different camera angle, but you could see the woman over there, like they all huddle up together. They're like, yes, like they were responsible for getting that woman, Gina Dutaz kicked out. And I guess, I don't know, I guess she liked something on social media. She was following testimony. So that's how they found out, I guess. But you can see how the way those ladies huddled, man. Ooh, you could tell they're up to no good. Yes, Sonkana, yes. They're probably, I mean, I think it's probably true. They probably were researching who's sitting back there. And supposedly, allegedly, I'm going to have to see if I can find the articles or something. I know people send it to me. I'm a little bit of a mess because I was looking into another story. I actually had the research team looking into another story, but I think we're going to have to wait because I was going to bring that story this weekend. It was actually an interrogation and a trial video that I thought we could watch over the weekend, but I might hold until we're done with the Johnny Depp thing because there's a certain portion of video that I would have to use that, I don't know, I don't want to get like a copy strike or something. And if I get any kind of thing, I don't want to jeopardize us coming back on Monday or anytime and streaming the trial. So I think I'm going to hold on that because I don't want to risk 6 weeks just for one video, I might have to look for something else, but we started collecting information. I started putting things together. I think it's pretty interesting. I think you guys will like it once we can do it.
Essentially over to LA County, Sheriff.
It should be right now. This is sheriff's vehicles down here in the lineup.
Share the video and tag Amber Heard
in the rear, but I'm looking at them all here, and it looks like they're all sheriffs that are operating here. So this should be East LA sheriffs that are handling it, along with probably some of the units from Lakewood if they were still in pursuit.
See if I can find the article for the end.
If the deputies can find out if he does have a phone, if they can make any sort of contact with him. I don't know if they're going to be shouting at him, if they're going to be using some sort of a device to get their message across, if they're trying to get in contact him, in any way, shape, or form, and what is the process moving forward? This suspect is not going to be getting away. There's no way that he's going to be able to get out of this area, so it's only a matter of time before he is taken into custody. Just the hope is it's done so without a shot being fired, with any sort of more violence essentially happening moving forward.
I think a lot of times too, just
not worth the risk, right?
Sometimes,
not worth the risk.
Family members or friends see
it's going to be good, but it's not worth the risk.
And
yeah.
at that point, will sometimes call sheriffs or just
that
the officials
umbrella
and
guy.
be able to identify the person.
He's been covering this for a long time. He has really good videos, like in depth. He was on Rakita Law.
Talk them down a bit and to the ability to surrender. But the fact that this vehicle is stolen, they can't really even look at
it's a stolen vehicle too, huh?
That, who is this person, right? Because the vehicle belongs to someone else.
Barlow also got Johnny Depp supporters kicked out. That's what I was hearing too.
It's really interesting. We look at body language of these
Let's
guys
get the links in the meantime. So for after we can just briefly talk about.
Obviously, they have these rail cars to block them, so they feel pretty safe there. But at the same time, you got to be very aware that there's a possibility that this suspect has a firearm or some type of weapon. We're assuming it's either a weapon because you heard that on the scanners, right, Gil? But it also could be a large silver phone. Yeah,
Lou. When Mark and I, when I was zoomed in, and I apologize, Mark, I called you Glenn in the beginning, but
Barlow banned from the trial.
What he had in his hand, it did look large, it did look silver, and it did look like he had it to his ear, like as if he was talking on like a cell phone. But when the deputies got eyes on him when he was running around the car, when he popped out of that vehicle, I heard the deputies
check my email. Okay, let me do that.
As a weapon, and that's when they took cover. So it's hard to say. The airship was looking hard at this as well from up above. It may have been that the airship got a better view than we did at that point because they're a lot lower. But so it's a mystery. It's unknown if it was a weapon, if it was a
Johnny
cell phone,
Depp fans
or
booted
if he
from
pulled
court.
that weapon out of the car after he went back in there. You know, we did see him put that thing to his ear. It did look like a cell phone to us, but maybe when he went back in the vehicle, there was a weapon.
We do have the video from earlier, which we're going to work to edit and bring to you. But what we saw when the vehicle spun out, we saw the suspect get out. The driver door and then the door behind him, the passenger door, both on the driver's side, were both open, and he made a run for it. On the right side of your screen, this is the video from a short time ago, but we saw him run back into the tracks, and we saw him with that silver device up to his head. There's the vehicle right there on the right side. You could see the driver's side, door open. He makes a run for the train first, which he unsuccessfully tries to jump on.
Cody
And then it's
Bigsby,
after that when he moves
there's a
back
small
into that corner
update.
there. But I saw him right before
Oh, sorry,
putting
my
that
bad.
sun visor
Let me
up.
fix this for you
It
guys.
did appear that he put something towards his head, whether it was a phone
I'll
or a
talk
weapon,
about
we
it
don't
too.
know. And then
It's really
after,
small, but
both
yeah, I'll talk
doors
about it.
shut, and then he put up
Unfortunately,
that sun
still
visor
missing,
there,
never been
and he's
found.
been inside ever since.
And it's interesting because it's not a hot day. You know, typically a couple weeks ago when it was super hot, it would have been very difficult
Foil
for him
sandwich
to
in his hand.
sit in there with the heat. But today the temperatures aren't too bad, so
I don't think that's a gun.
he's going to be able to stay in there.
There's the video of him on the right side of the screen. You could see he's holding something
Yeah.
up to his ear, perhaps his head. And
Oh
I
wait, you
assumed
guys
it
see
was
that?
a smartphone
Wait, why
based
can't
on
you guys
the
see that
language.
video? Oh, you did see it? Oh, okay. My bad. Hold on.
Oh, that's really troubling.
Let me make this big for you guys so you can
Looks like
see.
a smartphone, but again, he gets back in the vehicle.
Damn it.
And then
I
he
zoomed
waves
in
it.
before.
He shuts the door.
It's so disturbing too, though, Gil, and you saw this. We weren't on it yet, but the fact that he was driving on the wrong direction on the 605 freeway, he just started out erratic.
It sounded really bad. Definitely, the airship was very panicked about it, worried about it. For the
Looks like a cell
drivers
phone
on
to
the
me.
freeway when he jumped on the wrong direction.
I don't know. I don't know.
A very big concern. They immediately pulled off the patrol unit
Yeah.
off the chase, and that went to surveillance mode for the majority of the pursuit after that. Because he was on the freeway, the CHP was having a difficult time because of the heavy traffic, trying to get units behind it. I could hear them trying to get to the chase, but the driver was driving on the shoulder, center divider, was just all over the place.
All the graffiti,
and
yeah.
Finally exiting on surface streets, and then doing it all over again on the surface streets through Montebello, until he made it back onto the 5 and headed north. It was 5 in Garfield, I believe, is where.
Oh,
vehicle
it's
jumped
the
back
one
onto
person
the
that
5
said they
northbound.
wanted
And
to
when we
kill
picked it up
Amber or
just a
something like
short
that.
time after that, he was on the shoulder of the road, going right by everybody that was going 5 or 10 miles an hour on the freeway. It was a very dangerous situation.
We got a good portion of this chase when he was on the tracks, but Gil, you were over this driver when we weren't on the air. Aside from running those stop signs, driving on the wrong side of the street, did you see him hitting any other cars? Were there any other crimes committed in that process?
Oh yeah, he definitely, when he exited the freeway, I'm trying to remember which off-ramp that was, but it was a very short off-ramp with a right turn to it. He came across through that median there and went right into traffic coming right at him, almost went head-on with a vehicle, and then swerved around them and made a left turn. So yeah, it was a very dangerous situation for sure on that portion of the pursuit that we were able to capture.
LE thinks it's a gun.
Making his way through the streets here through East LA and then onto the train tracks was more of the same. It was just more, there's a combination of homes,
Bright laundry.
commercial buildings.
I was talking to somebody
So
yesterday,
he's
a
driving
couple days
through
ago. They
these narrow
said
streets,
they think
weaving
he's
in
still
and out,
alive.
making left and right-hand turns until he made his way into a property very much like this one on the right-hand side of your screen, where you see that truck slowly moving there. Made a turn into an area like that, commercial area, and then busted through a fence similar to what you see here in the center of your screen, and then made his way onto the track. So we all saw that part of it, but now it's going to be a standoff, and the driver refusing to come out at this point, and now we're just going to wait for the SWAT team to move in and see what they can do. But right now, like you're saying, body language says it all. You see the deputies here posed here behind their vehicles, taking cover in the event that driver has a weapon.
And let's talk about that, Gil. When SWAT does show up, you said there were several entrances where they could come in. Obviously, the hole in the fence where this guy went through, but also you had shown us a section that if he had continued on, right in there, they probably can move in that little area to get up close to him.
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem for them to get through the fence here. They can just cut it open if they have to real quick. That area or this one particular, they could also access there. I'm not sure which route they're going to take. That's the vehicle there in the center of your screen, but it was a distance that this driver came. I'm going to try to pan over to find the hole in the fence. It might be a little difficult, but
Amy, what's up?
Okay,
Thanks for the
so you
work.
see
It's the
some
best
deputies
chat
over
on the
here
internet.
parking
Oh, I
lot.
love the chat, man.
Maybe a little
I
difficult
get
to
really
find
good compliments about
hole
the
driveway.
chat and the mods. I appreciate it.
This driver made it.
I almost wasn't even gonna come on today, but hey, just pop
It
in.
obviously breaks our heart to see anyone go through a situation like this where they feel like this is the proper course of action. But if there is a benefit, this isn't a closed-off rail yard, and members of the public are not in danger right now. It's not like members of the public are going to be running onto the tracks. At least the officers have the space and the distance, and even the protection of some of those rail cars.
I did kind of wish he kept going too.
Do what they need to do in a safe manner.
He's been going for
Yeah, it was to end
how long? How long would you? Let's see. When
place for any
the
civilian.
X
There might be
Jazz.
some people in the buildings here. I'm sure they've been evacuated already, just to be safe. If those businesses were operational at the time. We see another one here. We do see a lot of activity.
Oh, I didn't see the message.
in this
Okay.
area. A lot of workers still at work.
Fox
but
live too. Everybody's going live.
there's no
Oh, okay.
good
Hold on.
access into that building. He was-
So-
if there
oh, wait,
was,
wait. What am I
he
looking
probably
at?
would've made that, attempt.
Oh,
He was
okay, okay.
really
There's
trying to
somebody
get
else.
out of this area, tried to jump the fence,
Another live feed?
took one look over the fence and said,
Oh, it's another live
there's
feed.
just
Oh my god.
direction. So it's difficult to
Well, it's good to
say
have
what's gonna
backups.
happen next.
I have 3 up now.
At some point, the SWAT team and the Bearcat
We're watching 2, but I have 3 up.
take over.
Yeah, it's interesting that
He got out the car and ran back
that
inside.
The entire surrounding buildings would be evacuated, but we do see that person walking.
Thanks,
there.
Joyce.
I don't know if that's a smart move. If this guy, and there are 2 people there walking, maybe they're leaving.
And thank you for the subs, Samuel, Pamela, Laura, St. Elmo's, Jane. Thank you.
It might be almost impossible to know.
Right.
Kind of, they've probably been told, but maybe they are able to go.
Hey, Angie, how you doing?
And leaving, but
Happy
maybe that's
Friday.
A good sign that maybe he doesn't have a firearm. Who knows?
Yeah, hard to
Imagine
say.
this thing goes for hours, and we're just here for hours.
Sheriff's Department would evacuate these buildings that maybe they already have, and these people are just the last.
Can't be that long, right?
But
Eventually, they got to move in, right?
probably the safest spot right now for people in the neighborhood. It's far enough away from homes and anybody in the area. That's a good thing.
And Gil, the sheriff's deputies that are standing just at the beginning of that.
Yeah, everybody's going live. Yeah, this. I wonder if this.
Half
Let me
a
see.
dozen of them. You can see 2 to the left right there behind that black squad car. But it does appear
Fox
that
is live.
3 of them
Shay sent me a link
have
to.
weapons drawn. One, I
Damn.
believe is with one knee down to sort of get a glimpse as to what's going on. But those uniformed officers right there on our screen, they appear to be sort of the front line, if you will. They're going to be directing the suspect to do whatever it is that they need him to do. It does appear that they're the only ones in the line of sight there, right?
Yeah, it looks like they're the only ones, Mark. There's more deputies up here on that's
That we have justice
Oh,
for
no.
our friend.
What do you want?
They are out there just
What was
blocking
that?
traffic, but they're really out of the sight of the driver right now. So it's just those, like you mentioned, behind the rail car in their own vehicles there that have the best vantage point of the vehicle
There you go.
that anybody has.
Leva, a wild pursuit coming to an end in the Commerce area, and now there is a standoff. You can see from live pictures right now of that suspect's vehicle on the train tracks.
All-nighter?
But
No.
let's look at what's
Thank you,
what led
Lana,
up
for being a
this.
member. 7
Absolutely.
months.
This is pretty wild
Appreciate
video.
that.
The vehicle
Ready
reportedly
for an
stole
all-nighter.
the suspect leading LA County Sheriff deputies on a high-speed chase that started in Norwalk, at times driving on the wrong side of the road. The suspect did make his way onto train tracks, a train yard, where he drove along the tracks for some time. You can see him fishtailing and nearly losing control several times. Finally, that vehicle spun out, crashed, and you see the person, it was disabled. You
I
see
thought he
that
was going to
person,
get run over
running
at this
for it.
point.
At one point, we
Yo,
saw him running
and
along the
and
train,
imagine he
looking
would have
as
made
if
it on
he
the
might
train.
try to jump on board.
How crazy would
Eventually,
that have
he
been?
retreated back into a vehicle, and that is where we are right now. So let's go back to those live
Thank you,
pictures from
Cassie.
Air 7 HD. That driver is
Where's that, Casey?
inside the vehicle and
I
has
think it's
his
Cassie.
windows
Hey,
covered.
Mel, love your
And the sheriff's
appearance on
deputies
Court
are
TV. Hope
nearby.
you'll
They're
be
trying to get
making
him to
more
surrender.
appearances. Thank
We're
you.
going to stay
Hope so,
overhead,
too.
and we're going to bring you more updates as we get them.
We'll see what the
Well,
future
as
holds.
millions prepare to gather for the holiday weekend, there is growing concern about the spike in COVID-19 cases due to
No,
the highly
Marsha.
transmissible Omicron variant.
Oh, no, come on, I know what it is.
Despite
Bully.
that, the state's top health official says there is no plan to impose new statewide COVID-19 restrictions.
All right, we're trying to watch the chase, man. We ain't trying to be traumatized. What they've been traumatizing us for 2-3 years now.
maybe would have had a better chance to escape, but obviously, you know,
right.
it just really seemed like the suspect was extremely panicked the way they were driving. At one point, the rear window was hanging open as well.
Just didn't even hesitate to plow right through a fence. And
just didn't even hesitate
you know,
to plow. Like, really, you're going to go on into a huge train yard? You have no idea which tracks are operational, which ones are not, and you've got trains going in all different directions. It was kind of amazing to see someone take a gamble like that. We're just doing another turn here around to see if anything has changed on this side, and we can zoom in and see that cardboard box that is still kind of hanging out the window. It looks like the mirror might have gotten clipped. I don't know, maybe that came off when they went through the fence, but you know, all the windows tinted as well. Extremely common for these pursuits. I don't know why, but it seems like almost every pursuit we cover, the vehicle in question has these really dark limousine-style tints. So that's another problem for officers. They can't see in through those.
Yeah, they got no idea what's going on in there.
The sunshades as well. So
what was I gonna say?
Any idea what the suspect is doing?
Forgot I was gonna say now.
If they're just on the phone or if they're just sitting there, or
oh yeah, they said that there's supposedly
frustrating for law enforcement,
spikes in the virus going on, and I saw some videos on Reddit. I guess like China, are they putting people on lockdown again or forcing them? I don't know what's going on.
Driving on these train tracks for a pretty decent amount of time, maybe a quarter to a half a mile, and you can see how huge this rail depot is. And you have these, looks like these trains right here. These sections of the track are active. So
I wonder how many choppers they got out there.
Happened to come into an area where they could drive on one section of tracks that were not in use, and ended up here. A very unique ending and a very unique standoff situation.
Like a warehouse district,
yeah,
like a warehouse area.
That was a great visual.
I guess it's called Commerce
kind
or
of
something.
a sense of just how far.
Yo, imagine that, right? Was he live on Instagram?
It was, he was going so fast, it was hard to tell that he had gone that far. And we were talking earlier. A lot of times, police pursuit suspects will end up in a neighborhood that they know. But
down here, I mean, they were driving on these train tracks for a pretty decent.
Well, certainly.
Thanks, Shay.
I think if he did, he wouldn't have tried to drive on the tracks, or maybe he thought this was an area that he could.
Oh, it's live 9. Okay.
He wouldn't be
We got multiple feeds, multiple backup feeds, which is great.
Yeah, it also is luck on his part that he didn't drive onto tracks that were active, because there was a train moving through the area. It looks like, I think that might be an earlier model Chevy SUV, a Suburban. I can't tell for certain, but at that point when he was traveling around those tracks, obviously in that panic he was trying to get off of them and trying to get back on a normal road space, was unable to do so. And you're looking on the right side of your screen of the suspect driving through the neighborhoods there, and then eventually you'll see him plow into that train yard through an area. It looks like I think there was some sort of barrier that the driver went through, but it's kind of hard to tell from one of those angles. But certainly as the driver did go through the train yard, yeah, he does drive through some sort of barrier there, it looks like, I think. Yeah, right through. And it's not clear if that was a weak part of the fence or how that happened. But then
something does.
Perhaps he knows at that point that he is in a rail yard. It doesn't look like he's got great control there. There's a lot of traction issues as he gets into the rail yard. So you wonder, was there an issue with one of the tires or with one of the wheels as he even got inside at that point? I don't know that we have video from the exact beginning of this pursuit, so it's not clear what exactly may have been going on, if there was a malfunction at that point. So as we see the driver at first, you can see initially he does seem to try to avoid the tracks, but then they converge on each other, or they look like they were going to.
3 choppers, says Jasmine.
Very narrow, a tight
54
space
minutes
there, and then
since
tries
dispatch.
to get out of that space, and that's when
this is in
he's
Boyle
essentially
Heights.
dooming himself, because now he's straddling the tracks, and there's really no escape at this point, because at one point when he does try to get out of the track area, that's when we see him completely shear off that wheel or just tear it from the axle.
Kind of crazy.
And the SUV spins out, and then we see the driver just take off in a panic and frantically trying to figure out a way to get out of the rail yard. And quickly he realizes there is no way out.
Was he stuck
and
in that thing or no?
The train option became apparent to him, from what we could see, that he was not about to board a train to Albuquerque or wherever, wherever that destination may be.
That would have been so
now the question
dope.
is, are they calling out commands?
Thank you, Pam, for the
like a bullhorn or
the super chat.
Device?
Just thanks, Bell. Appreciate it.
Like Des said, you know,
the last chase we did was the guy on the was it motorcycle?
And then at that point,
or one of them was a motorcycle, I think.
Right now, time is on their side. They don't have to rush in.
Yeah, and that guy stopped to get gas, but he got caught at the gas station. I was hoping he was going to refuel and dip.
Relaxed stance of these deputies who have probably been in this situation many times. I don't see a bullhorn per se, but their vehicles are equipped with a loudspeaker system, and I'm sure they have them yelling out those commands right now. The suspect is very lucky that they didn't flip this vehicle over, and because it was
he's in his right now. For people that just joined, the guy's in the vehicle. He ran out the vehicle and then he ran back into the vehicle, and he's barricaded himself.
Like this vehicle was going to flip over, and you know, who knows what would have happened, how if the suspect could have seriously injured themselves at this point, and then, you know, running right next to a moving train as well, obviously incredibly dangerous. If they would have tripped and, you know, fallen on the tracks with that train, that could have ended very gruesomely. So this suspect really pressed their luck, and we told you about how they were driving earlier on surface streets the wrong way on the freeway, and that may have been an attempt to try to
Ben Dizzy, what's up? Welcome.
now, because when a suspect is driving the wrong way on the freeway,
Send the K9s.
they're not going to follow. They're not going to chase.
Might have to.
If they're going the wrong
How long would they let somebody sit there?
Especially if they have their
Are they getting the robots?
They will monitor, and then when the situation is more safe for the public for them to get
Oh, Amber, you canceled. Don't say that.
they will.
Not allowed to say that. Don't say that.
Part of the strategy. Maybe this
Everyone is
something
different,
for
though. Yeah,
state
it's unfortunate.
you know,
Sad for the people that have
here,
passed
you know,
away from that, though.
If I drive through this fence, and you know, who knows where I'll end up, but the cops won't chase me here. But you know, it's extremely difficult to.
Yeah, if you guys could help me out with the like button, I'd appreciate that.
On the ground, but with the benefit of the helicopter,
I thought this was going to be a lot done a lot sooner.
Anywhere.
Oh, Kathy.
You know, here we
I didn't see your. My bad.
Crazy driving and
Did I not see that before? Thank you for the super chat.
Ended up here with a busted up vehicle.
I don't know if I said it before. I don't think I saw that.
What is probably
Oh yeah, thanks, Kathy. Appreciate it.
right now can't be very comfortable, and just wonder at what point the suspect is going to see the writing on the wall and give themselves up.
Well, and you said earlier, and I think it's worth mentioning again, a lot of times these suspects will sit inside these vehicles just because they know it prolongs the time between the time that they're in that vehicle and in a jail cell. So that's an issue too. And then also maybe there's the potential that he could be on the phone negotiating if whoever he called connected them with deputies there on the ground. But that's, you know, who knows how likely that is. But yeah, as you said too, the deputies not even taking a very threatening position at this point, kind of just biding at their time, waiting it out. They don't have to.
Michelle watching from South Africa.
Hey, we haven't really seen any activity though there, right, Des? Like he hasn't moved any of the doors or any of those window coverings. He's just been in there, so really don't know what he's up to, and you know that in and of itself could be concerning. But at least nobody on the ground is hurt, as you said.
What if he hurt himself? What if he's bleeding out or something?
Which is just completely crazy, especially in the middle of the day on one of our busy freeways here in LA. It's extraordinary that nobody was hit, and that he managed and even in neighborhoods that might be a little more industrial near these train tracks, there's still, you know, potential for people's homes to be nearby. But he didn't hit anybody in that area. And Des showing us once again one of the positions there of the police or deputies there, positioning themselves in strategic areas. They've got this entire area surrounded. There's a number of positions, and they are just now like waiting.
Mel, where's the suspect? He's in the car. He ran from the car, and then he ran back inside.
To make sure that they follow all.
Yeah, if he has a gun, I don't know. Did he kill himself? Is he dead in there? Or is he just chilling? Because it's like there's like not any movement.
Themselves in jeopardy.
Yeah, and I was just checking with our assignment desk to see if there was any update about the potential SWAT situation, but not the case yet
no SWAT?
At this point. But they do come from Monterey Park. That's where they keep those Bearcats.
MJ, what's up? Welcome. How you doing? Me, you.
That's how this is going to end.
No trial today, Raffles. On Monday, we'll be back. I'm going to set the stream up this weekend.
Not really any reason to believe
for Monday.
The really wide shot here of the area that we're talking
Good
about.
Friday.
So, very industrial.
I think that's why.
Sheriff's Air 7 overhead. They've been in command of this from the air from the very beginning.
Oh, that's true. I guess Shay said they would have heard if he shot himself.
LA County Sheriff's deputies.
What if he has a silencer?
Now in this
Nah, I don't think so.
standoff situation, a lot of crazy driving, wrong side of the freeway, wrong side
Oh,
of
shit.
some
Wrong
service
one.
streets. Been saved the craziest for last, driving into this train yard, and so once again, this is almost certainly going to be an hours-long situation.
I gotta fix my
without
screens.
Much change here as deputies try to coax the suspect out. Not likely to be successful. Just speaking on experience.
Everybody calling me.
Cynical,
Everybody.
by any means, but,
You know what I think happens? I think people get my notification and then they ignore the notification because they don't come here. But then they think about me subconsciously or whatever, and then they call me.
Deputies out here on the street as well. This is Noakes Street. Hopefully they can get in touch with this person. Or
Damn, this person got a gangster setup over here on Facebook. The guy has 4 screens up.
Where there is, a ton of train traffic, many different tracks. This is only one section of this facility. It's so large I would have to pan the camera all the way around. But this is the big industrial area here just south of downtown LA. Where this has ended, and yeah, the only bright spot being that this did not end on a freeway or on a
GTA.
Contributed to LA's traffic woes on a Friday afternoon.
And Des, I'm just being told by our producer Kendall that we are now seeing sections of box covering all of the windows. That's what deputies have reported on the ground. So this person is trying to cover all of the windows, which is totally bizarre because I don't know that that's really going to accomplish anything. It's not going to change the fact that deputies are going to go in there. They can cover all the windows he wants. But at the end of the day, they will.
So he's putting cardboard on all the windows.
Tear gas in there or whatever.
Let me get
it is they
another
need to do.
screen up here.
It doesn't matter if he's got window coverings up. They are going to get this person out of that vehicle one way or another.
Slow
They
chat.
may be prolonging it a bit, but certainly the coverings are not going to make any real difference. Perhaps in the time.
Thank
it will
you,
take
Ohio.
this end,
Thank
but
you.
Certainly not.
The iCkEdMeL, I missed you this morning.
And Des, I'm just curious, when you started this.
Yeah, I had a couple
pursuit,
people looking for
when
me.
you got over it,
I got some
you were
messages.
describing some of the driving. Did you see how far back initially were deputies as they were pursuing this, and then you said they pulled back when he was kind of going the wrong way?
Yeah, so it's I think it's basic protocol that as soon as a suspect begins driving the wrong way on the freeway, it's almost an automatic.
I think I had this
trigger
screen.
to go into surveillance mode, and LAPD calls it tracking mode. Sheriff's deputies call it surveillance mode. It's essentially the same thing. It's where the units on the ground will back off. They may back off as much as a half mile or more. They'll still kind of be in the area, and then it will really just be up to the helicopter overhead to call out streets so that deputies are all aware of
Who's
where
watching
the
me?
suspect is, and they'll kind of move around the deputy, kind of think about.
Deb Godfrey, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Mel and your moms, for always keeping it real and kind. Thanks.
With the idea to get the suspect to calm down. Sometimes it works, a lot of times it doesn't. They'll go into tracking mode, and as we saw today,
Okay,
the
slow the
suspect
chat a little bit.
continued to drive, like
Do
we're
5
doing.
seconds.
So they may have actually even been in tracking mode
I didn't think.
when it got to this point.
I really thought this was gonna be over before I even started it. Like as I hit go, I thought it was already over. He was already
We didn't see any deputies
running out of the vehicle, and I thought it was gonna be a wrap.
Saw them back maybe a quarter mile or so. There was a large presence. They were on many different streets surrounding the suspect, like I said, kind of moving along with them in a more stealth fashion, but there were no units directly
of this
behind
man
with
they're
lights
looking
and
for. This
sirens,
is now
actively
18-year-old
trying to,
Ike
pursue the
Salzer.
vehicle. It was
Authorities
really
are looking
up
for
to
them
the-
because they say
the
on
sheriff's
Wednesday he was
seven
released
to
to
monitor this
probation from the
vehicle.
Theo
And,
Lacey
that is
Inmate
the
Center here in
disadvantage
Orange.
with
He was supposed
tracking
to
mode is
report
obviously
to a
in
halfway
general,
house and
it
be
may
on
be-
electronic
it's safer
monitoring
the
for the
public,
rest of
but
his sentence
it
stemming
does
from a
give
juvenile
a lot of
conviction.
space
That
to
sentence had a
the
little more than a
suspect
year
to-
left on it.
to
Well,
do
he
something
did
like this,
report
to
to
create
that
a
halfway
standoff
house on
situation
Wednesday.
or
He
potentially
did
even a
Damn,
escape.
somebody.
We
Okay,
have
different
seen
story.
situations where because they were in tracking mode, the vehicle will drive into a parking structure, they'll ditch the vehicle, and they have about a minute's time before deputies can get there on the ground, and in that minute, they can disappear and as they say, get into the wind away from law enforcement and evade capture. Fortunately, it didn't happen that way here, but it did still end in what's no doubt for deputies a pretty frustrating standoff.
Yeah, and Des, we're showing once again the what led up to all this, the driver of the SUV losing control on those tracks, and then the wheel comes off of the SUV, and then the suspect taking off on foot. and running up to the moving train there, and then ultimately deciding not to do whatever it was that he was considering doing. Another issue, too, that this raises is really just how easy it was for this driver to breach the fence and get onto this yard. That in and of itself is concerning. I think just the idea that someone can drive a car so easily into this area, or an SUV in this case, and make it, such short work of that barrier, that small fence there. That might be a whole separate issue that the authorities have to look into in this area. But certainly now, with the situation playing out the way it is, all the windows now covered with either the windshield covered from that sun shield, or now it looks like pieces of a box in the other windows. The suspect clearly thinks he's going to drag this out for a very long time.
Yeah.
And with the gun visually confirmed.
Imagine this thing goes on for hours, man. What do we do?
They're not going to rush this because they want to make sure that they protect each other. Obviously, that is the main concern at this point. As we look once again on the right side of your screen, you can see just how easy it was for the driver just to.
I don't know if that was the same guy. I saw them talking about a guy. That's the audio I was playing, but I don't know if that was him.
I just keep wondering too, Des. I know you saw this because you were overhead. Just what, if any, damage was done to the vehicle before it got into the rail yard? I mean, it's possible. The traction is tough because he's driving over gravel there, but it does look like there's a bit of swerving. It's possible it just could be that the surface that he's driving on was, it's not paved, so he's driving over rocks and whatnot. So it certainly could be one of those situations where he just not able to get traction because it's not a normal surface for a vehicle to be driving on. But it's fascinating to watch him try to navigate this area and then
this is good.
In between the
Thank you,
wall,
Olivia. Well, I'm gonna take a look at that after.
I believe it's some sort of barrier, and then once again trying to get out by driving up onto the tracks, and then obviously seeing that the tracks
no. The audio I played, guys, so there's no confusion.
One way, the other.
The audio I played where you heard this guy that was like in a homeless thing or whatever, that was somebody. I think that was somebody else. The one of the news clips I was playing cut off and they started playing something else. I don't think that's the same guy. Different story, but it's a local story over there. I'd like to know more about this guy. If anybody finds any more information about this guy that's barricaded, send it my way.
He jumps out of the vehicle and then runs off.
It's really amazing that the vehicle held up as long as it is. Let's just look at the area where the suspect was, romping around on these train tracks. You can see all kinds of stuff here, all kinds of trash and debris. There might be sharp objects.
All windows covered with cardboard. No movement from the vehicle. Nothing happening. Very darkly tinted.
Plow along these tracks
Okay.
for quite some time.
They're saying that there's visual confirmation that the suspect has a weapon. Officers will act accordingly. Uh-oh.
Right there.
What's going on here?
Shield his face from the sun, so they're walking over to the scene.
They're just walking over. Okay.
Right now, it looks like we have some time to show and see if we can find where that break in the fence was that they were able to get through. And yeah, I hate to say it, but you're right. It is kind of alarming how
this is actually the same feed.
This
just
very important facility seems. It may have been somewhere in this area where they broke the fence, because here you see a ton of deputies right here. But it kind of reminds me of another pursuit that I covered a long time ago, where someone was able to drive right into the ports of LA and Long Beach. No problem. They drove right in and went to a crane and then climbed a crane.
I was there on the ground for that, Des. Yeah, I was there on the ground for that. It was crazy.
Who climbed the crane? There was a chase where a guy climbed the crane?
Ended with the suspect falling to their death.
No!
They tried their best to negotiate that person to come down to
That's my fear. What if we're watching a live stream one day and somebody does something crazy like that?
Precautions that were taken after that to make the ports more secure so that a vehicle could not just drive in. But this is such a huge facility.
You saw that one? Maria says she saw that chase. I've never seen that one.
Extremely costly to try to, put up rubber barriers if you were going to put up, steel barriers or something.
Billy
like that.
Jones, thank you so much for the super chat. Much love to you and your daughter. Happy Easter. Thank you. Appreciate it. Maddie's here. I picked up today.
Really wants to.
They're chilling with me too.
Like that, they're going to push the limit.
Thanks.
And get into a situation like this, and so.
Appreciate the love. Thank you.
Here we are. The suspect with the disabled vehicle, and who knows what is going on inside.
Yeah, let me see if I can get another feed, get another angle.
Coming to the scene. Still not seeing those armored bearcats. That might have been a commander or a watch commander right here that has come to the scene to get an assessment for themselves. There's probably a very
Okay, we got another
checklist
feed
they have
here.
to go in before they can get those armored Bearcats here to the scene, but it should just be a matter of time before.
And
we
then,
see
Tez,
them arrive.
if you could, I think it's interesting if you could pan back to that fence, if the trajectory of the SUV, the driver, it looks like even if he hadn't spun out, and maybe that's why he tried to turn the SUV, because there's that wall there. Clearly, as we've discovered that these tracks are now not in service, they're decommissioned. If he had kept going along those tracks, you showed us that barrier, that gate right up ahead. Yeah, right there. If you keep panning up, so maybe he saw that fence, and that's when he tried to veer to the left or veer to the other direction, because he knew clearly if he reached that point that there was no way he could get out, right? I mean,
so he came back.
Gone up to that fence. It's not like
it was a dead end
barrier that he was able
to
puncture and break through. Much lower, and it's hard to tell from the video if there was really any resistance there. But that fence looks like it's much more secure, and if he had gone into that direction, it's much more likely that he would not have been able to knock that open.
Yeah, very possible. It does.
Okay, Raffles, thanks. I hope so.
Whereas the other one was just
Thank you, Raffles.
Fence. But I think it was just that, we saw that the suspect kind of looked like they were fishtailing, and if one of the tires, might
there's a 10 to 15 second delay with TV. Bama Mom says. There's a 30-second delay with my stream. I could make it faster, but then I wouldn't have captions. Or I could make it less of a delay, but no captions. There's like about a 28-second delay with my stream.
How many deputies have responded to this situation? There's several dozen deputies.
Okay, what's up? Okay. Plan your chaos, hey. Hola.
I was thinking maybe that's where they had a break in the fence. Just going down a little farther to the east, my pilot Jackson is telling me. So while we have the opportunity, we could maybe just see this a wider shot here. Yeah, right. Just a little. My pilot. Actually, here we'll just go back to the scene. But yeah, he just came down a regular residential street, and there you can see. You might have just seen the sheriff's deputies' helicopter overhead, but you see how sprawling this facility is, and it was just amazing how long that Chevy Tahoe was able to.
All right, I'll be right back. We got some water.
Near the turn
Fresh water
of these railroad tracks.
Yeah, and it was very interesting the way you showed us how large this facility is. It's a massive area that we're talking about, and also interesting to see how much of it is not in use, but how potentially different this outcome could have been if he had driven onto those train tracks that are in use. And clearly we saw a train moving along them, so they're definitely a situation where these are being used to move supplies, whatever that may be. And this driver is very lucky that they didn't drive into an area where they could have easily collided with, or who knows what, with that train. And now, as you said, Des, it's possible that what they're just waiting on are those Bearcats from Monterey Park, because there's really no reason for them to move in. If this suspect, which we know now we can see, has barricaded themselves in this vehicle and covered all the windows, obviously they're not trying to communicate with deputies. If they were, they wouldn't have done that. So that just offers a whole other set of complications for deputies. They're not going to move in there now because they're actually trying to protect the suspect as well, and they're obviously trying to protect themselves. And for as long as those windows are covered, they're not going to just move in there and create a situation that's more volatile than it already is.
That's correct, and even if he hadn't been covering the windows, they would probably still be in this kind of standoff position. And I'll just show you this. This is only maybe a quarter of the facility. You see over here to the left, this is the much busier side of the Commerce train yard. You see with all of those container trucks. So it would have been a real fiasco if the suspect would have been on some different surface streets and plowed through a side of the fence there on the south side of the train yard, and we could be in a much different situation than we are right now. But you do see, again, more and more deputies arriving to the scene and having this area essentially locked down. I guess I don't know if they've evacuated these facilities or not. I'm not really seeing any movement here, any of these nearby industrial facilities. But how long is this suspect going to drag this out? They're just going to sit in there. Maybe he's taking a nap. It was probably pretty exhausting driving like a lunatic like that. So maybe they're taking this time to get a little shut-eye, or they're on the phone with their lawyer, or just kind of reflecting on the decisions that led them to this point. But it is definitely going to be a drawn-out process, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and Des, the other thing too is, they know he has a gun. They're not going to just move in. And as you said too, with the erratic driving and the volatility of the situation, there's just no sense in pressuring this person. And they could be communicating with him right now via loudspeaker, bullhorn, whatever that may be. But they're pretty far back. Their positions, obviously, they've got him surrounded, but they do not have anyone right up on top of him. And there's no reason to. I mean, if they know he has a gun, they're not going to make themselves visible in a position that would allow this person, if they're super desperate, they may do something more violent, more erratic. So they're concealing their locations, and doing so obviously makes a lot of sense. And then you have to, also wonder, will this person use their phone to communicate with deputies? We know that he tried to make a phone call. He tried to, or maybe he successfully did when he first came out of the vehicle, when he first tried to escape. At that point, maybe he did reach out to someone. Maybe he did make contact. We just don't know for certain.
Yeah, there's no way to know, but we do know that they have the cellular communication, as most of us do these days, and was frantically calling someone. It is a bit serendipitous for deputies that they have this, large, basically, shield here, right here, so that they could be safely behind cover without being in the potential line of fire for the suspect if they do have a gun. And we have to remember that they said that the suspect has a weapon, so it's unclear what kind of weapon they saw, if it was a knife or a gun or something else. Almost certainly one of those two things. But
he'll be smoking.
have these rail cars
or sleeping. Maybe he's taking a nap.
Cars, whatever you want to call them, if they were not here right now, you would have to have all of the deputies, lined up behind their vehicles, and they may not have quite as good eyes on the ground of the suspect, but they do have the eyes overhead as well.
Turn up the volume? Oh, okay.
They're probably running low on fuel at this point, so I have to imagine they're also making plans to bring in another helicopter to come in and relieve them, so that they can keep
I got you. My bad, guys. Walked away.
From the air, just to make sure that this suspect doesn't try to pull a fast one and get out and run. And you definitely wonder if the suspect is thinking that. Are they looking at a map on their phone, trying to see what the area looks like, if they think that they have an opportunity? We know that
driver barricaded.
how desperate these suspects can be, and they could do things that seem to kind of defy logic, getting out and running in different areas, and looked so close in this situation, like they were going to try to hitch a ride on a train going to who knows where. But until deputies decide to move in, which probably will not be anytime soon, then we are looking at a standoff situation with a suspect with a phone and apparently a weapon as well, and they have no interest in being put in handcuffs right now.
Yeah, and we do have our Joy Benedict on the way to the scene right now, and she'll be gathering more from the ground. And Des, as you're talking, I'm also just sort of looking at the area as you pan around, and we were talking about the security of the situation. We know from obviously how easy it was for this driver to get into the area. We can also see all the graffiti there. So clearly this is not the first time this area has been breached. And also I want to tell viewers we are joined by KCAL 9 anchor Juan Fernandez, who is here to also help us report on this pursuit, which is now turned into a standoff.
Tom, I just walked into the building and I saw what was going on here. And so interesting when I saw this driver basically jump out of that SUV and head towards that moving train. I thought I was going to be watching a scene out of a movie.
Right.
Where he basically, gets away jumping on a moving train. But I guess what, they stopped the train? What happened there? Because I missed that part.
Yeah, so the train kept going, and it looked like the suspect was kind of darting around the moving train. It appeared that the suspect may have been contemplating either jumping on the train or trying to hide in the train. It's not immediately clear, but from the air, the train doesn't look like it's moving that fast when you're looking at it from above. But from the ground, I'm sure it's a different story. And the idea that you're able to sort of grapple onto something, what the suspect saw on the ground, obviously,
The box barricade isn't too sturdy. It's true. I don't know why he's doing
on
that.
his phone, and it's not clear if he made contact with somebody, but he was on the phone, and then he immediately ran back to the SUV, and he sort of looked like he was running or looking through the SUV. As we show our viewers what's happening on the right, that's kind of the video that leads up to where we are now, where he breached the fence, drove onto the rail.
Oh,
rail
that's what it did.
there.
And if he didn't have this SUV, most likely he wouldn't have gotten this far. You can see the SUV kind of
Michelle said he's watching iCkEdMeL stream.
The gravel there, the dirt is very unstable as well. So where he is right now, I saw you guys were talking about, you and Desmond, that basically he's put up some cardboard all around the windows, right, of the SUV.
Correct, yeah.
Most likely he does know they are going to be using some sort of non-lethal weapon, beanbags to blow out those windows, and maybe he's trying to just create a shield enough so that he doesn't get hit. What's interesting to know, I was told by the assignment desk, this was a low jack, right? This was one of these,
That's correct, yeah.
SUVs that was stolen, and they turned on the low jack, and they were able to track it down.
Oh.
And that's when this pursuit happened. Again, the right side of your screen, just amazing to see this unfold there, that there weren't any passing trains in this area here.
Yeah.
And that I guess they're having to hold back some trains too, right?
Well, so it possibly just because that could very well be in the sense that because of they need to hold down and lock down the area. He was driving. Now, the tracks that we're looking on from earlier, these are decommissioned tracks, just a few yards from where he spins out and loses control. There is a barrier. So it's possible he knew this barrier. He could see it visually at this point, and then he spins out. If he had gone just a few more yards, maybe 20 more yards, he would have hit a very large fence. So it's possible that he saw that, tried to pull away, and obviously the force of that turn ripped. We have a tight shot of the wheel of the SUV. It was ripped off of the axle. So then you have that. At that point is when we see him now looking to potentially try to escape on one of those train cars.
I thought he was going to get run over. I thought it was a wrap right there.
The truck, though, the SUV, as it was veering and fishtailing, I was wondering, too, was it damaged in the pursuit?
Yeah, what's interesting, that would have been the way to go if he wanted to get out of here because the train kept going. I'm imagining because this train that we're seeing right here, that's the one that we've been seeing in the shot all this time. And here he is running back to the SUV to basically barricade himself. I heard you talking to Desmond about, here we go, another suspect who is basically buying himself time, maybe making some phone calls, maybe reaching out to somebody. Who knows?
They didn't put a name out.
Police hopefully try to reach out to him, maybe relatives.
2002 Tahoe with a low jack.
Maybe he has some sort of mental issues. I mean, who knows what's going on here? But you can see that
everybody's
they are
mental.
taking their time here because we haven't seen much movement.
Yeah, and I just received a note from our assignment desk. It kind of confirms what we were talking about. The Sheriff's Department is being very cautious.
Jazz was saying,
and coordinating right now about how bad.
Has the SWAT been defunded?
As you said, we don't know the backstory on this right now. We don't know if this person has severe mental issues or if there's drugs involved here. We just don't know exactly what led up to this. We don't know for certain when this truck was stolen and how that unfolded. We don't know what kind of confrontation, if any, the suspect had with the owner of this vehicle, how it was taken. And so the Sheriff's Department may have that information, and knowing whatever it is that transpired there, they've got to use that information to build sort of a profile of the suspect and then determine what to do next.
And look at this shot that Desmond is showing us. There's police right there on the tracks. There's police officers just beyond that curve there. There's nowhere this guy could go that police aren't already stationed there. So this really is just a matter of time before this driver decides to get out of the car and comply with officers. But the fact that he is armed, that gives us a really good idea of why police officers are positioned just on the other side of those.
Bring in the social workers.
Right because, they don't know what he's going to do, and it can be very dangerous for everybody.
And also, Juan, what we're learning too is that deputies are trying to find
maybe they
different
should.
access
Good luck.
points in the rail yard so that they can approach the
Good luck
car
with that.
from
Yeah,
a
maybe they
different
should.
Angle. Obviously, the suspect thinks in some way that they've made an advantage for themselves by covering all the windows, but certainly it's not an advantage because
was the cardboard in the window already? I mean, in the car already?
Can't see in. That's not.
Or
really
he
that
stopped and
important to
picked up the
them if they're gonna
cardboard.
Use, as you said,
I guess it was in the car already.
Techniques to coax him out.
And there was enough to cover all the windows?
If it's a warm day out there and the air conditioning, the engine's not working, it must be getting really hot in that.
Yeah, what's the temperature over there right now?
Cover, there's no shade, and again, no movement that we're seeing this suspect.
67, is that it?
Now, Desmond, want to go back up to you. Do you see any movement on your, from your bird eye view?
No, none at all, Juan. I mean, they have that other window closed on the front passenger side, and then obviously the sunshades blocking out the front. And as soon as I saw those shades go up, I knew that this was going to be turning into an almost certainly very long standoff situation. The other windows completely up, and just there's so many things that suspect could be doing inside, and you hope that the suspect is not harming themselves. So we have seen some pursuits end in that way, and there's just
70
no
degrees.
way to know when we can't see inside at this point. And
I'm surprised you guys
talked about all the deputies around the different access
get cold
points,
over there in Cali so much. I think it's hotter here most of the time in Florida.
Their Bearcat through a fence.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
The way that the
We're
suspect
further
did,
down.
they're going to find a legitimate way to get on these tracks, and there might be a lot of phone calls that they have to make. Whose jurisdiction is this? Who's in charge of this section of the Commerce Trail?
The bots already came? They're here already? The porn bots?
An abandoned right-of-way. Who has the keys to?
Once you hit 2K, I noticed lately they've been coming more.
And so that's probably going to complicate efforts. Well, you know what? Here, let's zoom in. And here we go. Here's one of the Bearcats. I just noticed this. I think
what's a Bearcat?
Oh,
that's it?
Here a couple of moments ago. So here is one of those armored vehicles that I was telling you was almost certainly going to be coming to the scene. And so we see now, let's see where they decide to go. They're probably going to go up and talk to these deputies and see if they have access, if somebody has keys to this gate right here. And so it could still be some time before they move in, but we at least now see at least one of these armored vehicles that has arrived at the scene. And here they go, making a turn, pretty close to this gate. So once they get here, whenever we see them get
the cavalry's here
near on the tracks,
right vehicle.
We'll see how they position it. They may position this.
Somebody was saying it earlier in the chat. Bearcat.
Of the vehicle, right up in front of their front bumper, or along one of the sides. They'll probably bring in multiple armored vehicles. They like to pin these suspects in if they can. They might even bring one in for both ends, and really just, even though this vehicle is clearly disabled and incapable of driving, they like to do that. It may be an intimidation tactic, and it will also make it easier for them when they want to break a window and toss, some of that
a SWAT vehicle
inside.
For military and law enforcement.
It'll be easier for them to do that. So this is the first change we've seen since this standoff began, is the arrival of one of these armored, what they call a Bearcat.
And most likely inside that Bearcat, they must have some sort of clippers or something that could cut through the lock there that's keeping that gate closed. So it may be a few more minutes before we see that happen. As Desmond was telling us, the guys who just showed up there in the Bearcat, getting an update on what's going on, what they're going to encounter once they get past that gate and towards that SUV. And, as we were mentioning, with all those windows blocked off by cardboard.
No, what?
No clue. I mean, the surprise that these detectives... Desmond, is that a robot, one of those robots coming out of the Bearcat?
One of those, let me see.
Looks like
we'll see if we can pick up an orbit here, and that would be pretty interesting if they brought one of those robots to the scene. We have seen those in some standoff situations. They usually use those for suspicious package instances where they need to detonate a package or something.
Pulling out the works for this guy.
You know what this may actually be, Juan, is a drone.
They have
drones
is it a drone?
They use to fly really close, especially in a situation where they can't see inside the vehicle. So they'll deploy a drone, and then they can get really, really close. Although in this instance, I'm not sure how much that's going to help, but they're at least going to try. They're going to deploy that drone. That's most likely what it is. Try to get as close as possible, and obviously that allows them to surveil and get a real lay of the land of what they're dealing with, without jeopardizing any of the deputies' safety. So that's probably what we saw in one of those cases, is a drone, and we'll see if they end up deploying that. But again, with that dark tint on 3 of the windows, a box blocking another one, and then the sunshades blocking the windshield, it's unclear if that'll do anything, but they're certainly going to try.
And Des, our assignment manager, Mark Liu, is reporting that the team that's there in the armored vehicles, they're actually talking right now to the commander at the scene, trying to get all the information they can and getting the details of how everything went down. And that, that's obviously so they can come up with some sort of strategy to take position and figure out exactly how to deal with this. And we are being told that this is a pretty secure facility, despite the fact that this car was able to kind of plow through the fence there. But in general, police say, or the deputies at the scene say, Sheriff's Department reporting that this is an area that doesn't have a lot of places where someone could just easily jump a fence. So that is worth noting from them.
Welcome, guys. Hit like, please. We got more viewers in the Johnny Depp trial. Oh, what's going on?
We'll also remark on all of the debris out here, and I know we've done many stories on the thefts that were happening from trains. That was at a different train yard. That was not at the Commerce
train walking tour on YouTube.
There are definitely different.
It looks like a crane over there.
And who knows if this facility may be
Ukraine looks worse
controlled
actually
by security forces and whatnot. So here's the other side of this one section of the Commerce train yard. I don't see any barbed wire here on this side. So it may just be that suspect just happened to drive down a street that ended at a particularly vulnerable point in this section of this sprawling train yard and managed to find their way. It's kind of crazy when you think about the confluence of events of how this all happened.
What's up, man? Good evening.
They were driving the wrong side on the freeway. That did not end in a crash. Driving on the wrong side of busy surface streets, going through red lights. That didn't
I didn't even share this stream.
Happened to come down a street that led them into an abandoned section of the Commerce train yard and did not lead directly to active train tracks, and was able to drive as long as they were. When you connect all these dots, it's really crazy how this has all come together.
And Desmond, are these the same tracks that eventually lead into downtown Los Angeles? Not these that shoot off, but the ones that are pretty much straight right there.
Yeah, I believe these here as well. We'll give you another wider look, and you can see, I believe that's Washington Boulevard. That's right in between the two sections of the train yard. You see all of the containers that are there on the south side of the train yard, and as we pan up, these do head towards downtown Los Angeles. It's really a maze of tracks. It's kind of crazy when we're up here in the air and we see all of these train tracks and where they all lead to, and what a massive operation all of these train tracks are. And some of these may lead towards Union Station as well. I'm not super familiar with all of the different train tracks, but it is a sprawling maze-like facility with all of these tracks. And now the question is, what is going to be the next move for this armored vehicle right here?
Well, I think the video you're showing us right now, Desmond, that live picture from Sky 9, this is the next step of whatever's going to happen here. They're talking, they're planning, they're trying to figure out what to do here. Hopefully they have a little bit more information on the suspect inside that.
Yeah, let's get some more info. Who is he?
That they know exactly what they're going to be walking up to or approaching, because it can be very dangerous. Already knowing that the suspect is armed, that changes everything. We've seen this in the past in different types of pursuits. Everything changes once there is information that the person behind the wheel or somebody.
We should do a vote, huh? Is that a horrible thing to vote if he's alive or deceased?
Is done a
Wait,
lot more.
The door opening?
A lot gingerly.
Was that open?
More gingerly, a lot slower, because we don't know what this guy's going to do. And interesting that after
the door's
running
open
out of this disabled SUV,
has it been open all this time?
Back to it. So, he really wasn't going to get anywhere fast. And are we seeing any movement there on the left there, Desmond?
Well,
yeah, I thought so. The door.
And Juan, we just got some new information from our assignment manager, Mark Liu, who says that sheriff's deputies have identified a few businesses that need to be evacuated in that area. So they are in the process of doing that right now. And again, just to your point, Juan, it's a safety precaution.
That's old footage. My bad.
Move very methodically. They're not in a rush here. They don't.
That's old footage. No, you're right. The right side is earlier footage. I want something that's locked on.
allows
to the
them-
car at all
You can
times.
see there from the right.
Yo, I was
Juan, this is
tripping.
where
I'm like, yo, is the
was
door
trying to get
open?
away. He eventually goes back to the SUV.
You wanna
and
do a
it's
vote?
interesting, It looks like he goes through
No to
it,
the
like
poll.
He's looking for something.
Was he on the phone there?
Be able
Well,
to sense of
he
it.
was on the
Okay.
phone at one point, and then he's looking for something inside the SUV. It appears. He goes to the front and to the back, and then he gets back into the front. You'll see, and then that's when he seals it off and closes it. We spoke earlier too. I mean, there is the potential that he may harm himself. Obviously, we don't know what's happening inside the SUV once he put up those box coverings and the window shade.
Yeah, and you'll see that a lot of
Yeah,
times
it's
when we're
earlier,
covering
yeah.
this in a
Okay,
very
I'm
delicate
tripping.
situation like this.
So let me
you'll
see if I can
Des
get one of the
give us a
vehicle.
super wide
So we got
shot
the
when you think something
Bearcat.
may or may not be
We
happening,
get.
but
Oh,
it's just,
this is the earlier footage. This is an overshot.
Yeah, just to shield our viewers from
Kinda
something
want
happening
something.
on live television that shouldn't be seen. So
Thank you.
again, a very, very stressful afternoon out there in Boyle Heights. Luckily, this area seems to
Second
be, as you were saying,
camera.
Tom, a decommissioned set of tracks there. So luckily, train, traffic there hasn't been affected. And the fact that you really can't even see those tracks from the freeway for people heading home for the weekend, most likely they just see the
My team of
choppers
advisors
in the
told me
air
not to do the
just trying
poll.
figure out,
So
what's
I don't have a team of
happening
advisors,
down
but
here at
just friends.
this train yard. But you can see there are businesses that are right around there as Desmond winds up there. Lots of warehouse-style businesses that now they are going to have to.
Nah, we could figure something else out to vote on.
Again, no word.
I
on
don't know
what's
if he's
inside
dead
that
though,
SUV.
or maybe he's
It's more than
sleeping.
just
Maybe he's
a gun
passed out.
or-
He could be deceased, but I don't know how he would be
Bullets
dead.
do travel. They travel a great distance, and they can go through windows and hurt people that are just, not even near that area. So,
No, Chris, is that true?
it's going to be a slow go here
Elon
this
Musk on Monday?
afternoon, in Boyle Heights, Des.
Where is he going? Yeah, definitely. I was waiting to see where this
where is he
Bearcat was
going?
going to go, but now they're
He's leaving.
Well, yeah, now it's anyone's guess. They're going away from the facility, so we'll just have to see if they make their way back into the train yard at a later point. But we'll go back to the vehicle and see it. And I've been keeping an eye.
Keep an eye on the vehicle.
Looking out the window as
Oh,
well,
okay.
seeing if there's any movement from this vehicle. And there's not. We have seen zero movement at this point ever since the suspect put the box in the passenger window and the sunshades in the front of the window. So, by all accounts, they might, just be sitting in there.
Or
And,
maybe finding another way to get in there, Desmond. Maybe they couldn't find a way to get in through that gate. So maybe they're going around somewhere.
Going where?
yeah,
He's
they may
right
be
there.
Going around. I was just looking at it. It looked like they could have continued down that.
Oh,
side
what
street
he was
to
gonna
make their
do.
Way, toward, and I'm just trying to look out the window right now, and if I can see where that Bearcat is going. And it didn't look like they were making their way anywhere onto these tracks. There is another deputy, though, yet another one that is coming down following. Let's see if we can get them on the camera. There they are right here. So they're
He's alive.
driving. Now you can see they are not on the tracks. They're kind of.
Is it the same
this-
video?
this
I feel
area
yeah, it is, huh? All right, let's
here.
find another feed. It is
And
the same
we'll
thing.
see. Oh, okay,
Let's-
this is a canine. So that's, and I was wondering too. This is more typical protocol where they'll want to bring one of their canine units to the scene.
One
which I
has
believe they
the
also come from the
stuff the
Monterey
other one
Park
doesn't.
area. And this can be helpful
box.
as well. Sometimes you get the dog out here, and you just get that dog all
Let's see if we
riled
get a
up and
different
barking,
angle.
and sometimes that can be enough to instill some fear in the suspect and make them realize, like, look, I'm going to end up in cuffs. I don't want to go to the hospital first with with a dog bite wound in my arm, so maybe I'll just give up. So you see the canine there. We'll see if the dog comes.
Okay, we got
out
some other
of
videos.
The vehicle right here.
Let's
but
see.
slow and methodical, abundance of caution. These are the ways of the authorities, be it LAPD or LA County Sheriff's deputies,
And
when
Des,
it comes to
let me jump.
situations
Des,
like this.
let me jump in real quick here, just because we have another update from our assignment manager Mark Liu here. He says that deputies are now in communication with the driver of the car, and they've had a very short conversation with him, and it's possible that was by cell phone. He told them, "quote I want to surrender, but I need some time." And that's all that we have learned from that conversation. Again, that happening in obviously the past perhaps half hour, few minutes. We don't know exactly when that conversation was had, but that's obviously a lot of progress. It's good to know
Iridescent,
that
how you
the
doing? Thank you for the super
suspect
chat.
is
Says
still
driving and
alive.
listening, Mel.
You just
Thank you.
don't know.
Drive safe.
So,
Thank you.
as bad as this person may or may not be, we don't want to see something terrible unfold in these situations. The less
Raylene,
violence,
thank you for the super
obviously,
chat. Are you the
so
person
now
that I
we
met today at
wait. It
Starbucks?
sounds like that's progress. A step has been taken.
Today, this morning when I picked up my daughter from Starbucks, not from Starbucks, from her mother, and we went to Starbucks,
from the scene in Boyle Heights.
an employee walked up to me. Oh, the truck is coming.
Very calm. The deputies right now just kind of, again, just assessing the situation.
And she was like, oh, I watch your videos. I watch your content and everything. And it was really nice. It was a really nice encounter.
Talk to deputies because for a while we're thinking, wow, if there's no movement in that car, you know, did he take his life? Did something worse happen in there?
So that's a new one, right?
So the case is now he needs some time. My guess is
Type in the chat, Raylene, if that's you. I believe that's you. It was nice meeting you.
Turn himself in, but again, somebody who is armed is going to always be treated very delicately by sheriff deputies out there. You can see that Bearcat now making its way onto the track. So Desmond, it does look like they found their way into the
Middle Tennessee Strong.
that rail yard right there, and they're just.
That's one of the videos I was looking at.
The train.
But I only see one person that has the video up. I need to find the interrogation.
It's possible that they
It's
in the break of the fence that the suspect caused earlier.
Raylene, where you at?
Not completely sure, but here you see them making their way, and we'll see what position
Let's
they
see.
take. They're
Let's see
probably
in
going to
the
come in
chat.
and check in with some of these deputies on the ground first. But that's definitely a good sign. If the suspect was saying that they want to surrender, but they need some time.
She told me she was going to send a super chat.
We've seen these instances as well, probably making some calls to family members, you know, letting them know what's going on. You know, hey, you might see me on KCAL 9 at 4 o'clock. You know, I'm going to be going away for a while. It's so certainly a positive development because we were, you know, wondering if because there was no movement, you know, it was fair to wonder, is the suspect alive if they have a weapon? So we do know that. So that is a positive.
So they spoke with him. He said he's going to give up, but he needs time.
You know, saying something like, you're going to come in here and take me, something like that. Saying, and hopefully, you know, being genuine that they want to surrender. They just need some time. So, and the deputies will definitely.
Hey, Raylene. Okay, cool.
See the Bearcat moving in here.
I was going to ask you if you wanted to take a picture, but I didn't want to come off as a snob. But, like, I keep having these moments where people recognize me in public. It's happened like 4 or 5 times. And sometimes I'm like, it would be nice to just, like, take a picture because it means a lot to me, too. It's pretty dope when that happens. And it happened today completely randomly. And she got to see Maddie, too. So, super nice person. She's been watching since Gabby.
But he's really not going to surrender. I always find it very interesting how they're able to track down the suspect unless he called into police, about how they're able to find him, reach out to him, and get that open line of communication, which a lot of hostage negotiators have told us in the past that is so important to get those lines of communication going between them and
the last time I got recognized, I was at the thrift store, the thrift furniture store. Some guy walked by, he's like, yo, you iCkEdMeL? I was like, yeah.
With no one injured, and the suspect then, you know, obviously having to face.
I actually was on the phone. I got it recorded when the person I was talking to heard the conversation too.
We always wonder,
Funny.
you know, these are just additional charges that are going to be racked up on this guy's rap sheet. So.
Nice. Do we got 3K?
We're going to be seeing something happen in the next few minutes or so here as we approach the 4 o'clock hour. So KCAL 9
I'm not.
4 o'clock.
I don't consider myself like that.
Starting in just a minute here. We've come to you early with this breaking news from Boyle Heights here. Desmond, you were on it not long after the pursuit started. Is that right? How did you get word of it?
Yeah, we had got word that LA County Sheriff's deputies were in pursuit of a vehicle, and it was not long after I parked my vehicle at the airport and came in for a Friday afternoon that we heard news of this and launched as soon as we could. And then we had heard while we were in the air that the suspect was driving the wrong way on the 605, and it was really at that point that the authorities went into surveillance mode. So tracking from the air, that's what deputies call it. LAPD calls it tracking mode. Deputies call it surveillance mode, but it's the same thing with their helicopter overhead while the deputies on the ground back off, try to give the suspect some space, but still be in the area close enough to where they maybe are not agitating the suspect, but close enough to where they can also move in quickly if something changes, as we saw here. And even though they were in tracking mode, they did get the area surrounded fairly quickly. Again, thanks to the eyes in the air. That was Sheriff's Air 7 earlier. They have
hit the like button, guys, please. I appreciate it.
Come in and
Hit the likes up.
Taken over. but you know, we saw how long. I think we've now been over an hour on this standoff situation. This,
You want a ladder?
you know, it's kind of up to the suspect how long they want to drag this out. That we could still be in the early stages of this. We've seen standoffs go for 4, 5,
No
even
notification?
6 hours at times. So we do have one Bearcat here. They may be bringing more to the scene as well. Usually with these operations, we'll see multiple Bearcats come to the scene, come in and surround the vehicle. But at the moment, I think the deputies are still formulating a plan.
This is
and
Los
probably
Angeles,
taking into consideration as well the conversation that they had with the suspect
Sure.
when he claimed that he wanted to surrender but just needed more time.
Yeah, and what's nice to see there is the deputies are taking their time. They are
This is in Boyle Heights, Railyard. All right.
movements by sheriff deputies. We saw what we thought was maybe a drone being brought in that would have been used to maybe fly around the vehicle. And I'm wondering, Desmond, if those drones also have a way to communicate, if there's a speaker there where the deputies or the pilot of that drone can speak to the person who, you know, that they want to speak to. Have you heard of something like that?
I apologize for that one. You were mentioning a drone?
Yeah, you were mentioning, I was wondering if they use that drone to communicate too. Like they'll fly the drone in. Perhaps his cell phone, you know, doesn't have any more battery or it's inoperable, but they can somehow use that drone. I wonder if you've heard of that being used in the past where they could have speakers. I've heard of drones being used, you know, to alert people in a small town of dangers coming into their town with small speakers on the drone. I'm wondering if, you know, sheriff's deputies, law enforcement here in Los Angeles, and maybe somebody can reach out to us on social media, let us know whether or not those drones do have that communication capacity.
Oh, yeah, it's an interesting concept. I have not heard of that in the past. Typically, like you said, you know, they'll be talking on the cell phone. I'm not sure if the drones are equipped with speakers, but that would be okay. My pilot Jackson, who formerly worked with law enforcement, says that is not the case. That these particular drones do not have speakers, but yeah, that might be a good idea for something to equip them, you know, with in the future. Maybe they could even use it to deliver them some water or something to try to de-escalate the situation. I have to imagine that the suspect is, I mean, we know that they're agitated. We have to imagine they're pretty uncomfortable. Fairly warm day here in Los Angeles and sitting in this vehicle, and if the engine's not running, then they don't have any air conditioning. So, no, I believe that the drone is just for visual purposes only. We've seen it.
Somebody said that there was somebody in the chat pretending to be the guy in the car, or somebody in the chat was saying they're the person that's in the car. Imagine that shit if the guy was watching. That'd be nuts. Let's see. Okay, we're back.
Between a getaway driver and LA sheriff deputies. The pursuit started in Norwalk. Deputies say it was a stolen SUV.
Oh, no way. Whoa.
The driver making a desperate attempt to get away from those deputies. He left the road, busted through a fence, and started plowing up the tracks as a railway yard in Boyle Heights. The driver then came to a rough stop before getting out and running towards the train that was there, and then looked like he was going to try and jump on that passing train, but he could not. He eventually ran back to the SUV and closed the doors, which has led to this standoff that we have been over for quite a bit of time. Let's go back up to Desmond Shaw in Sky 9 for the very latest. Des.
Yeah, Juan, and you can see the armored vehicle from LA County Sheriff's deputies that has arrived, and they're probably trying to formulate what position they want to get this armored vehicle in. If they want to bring it up right in front of the suspect's vehicle that is disabled here along these tracks, but they'll have to go over several sets of tracks in order to do that, if that is the plan that they decide to do. You see all of these deputies out here, and there's been a lot of them coming and going. There's a canine unit that arrived not too long ago as well. Haven't seen the at this point, but definitely starting to ramp up their plan right now. So here they go. They may be looking for a better area for them to cross all of these tracks. And we believe that they had a drone out here that they were deploying. You may have just seen the shadow from LA County Sheriff's deputies, Air 8. So a huge law enforcement presence out here to overwhelm the suspect and try to get them to surrender. The suspect making a phone call to deputies and claiming that they do want to surrender, that they just need some time. Who knows how much time that's going to be. Deputies will afford them all the time that they feel they need before they move in a very aggressive manner, but does not look like it's ending anytime soon, Juan.
All right, Desmond, we will keep a close eye on this. We have a ground crew on the scene as well. If anything happens, we'll bring it right to our viewers. Desmond, thank you so much for that coverage. Now to a loving grandfather.
Okay. Let me pull up some of the other feed. I don't know how long they're going to be out there. This is kind of crazy. Let me switch this up real quick. I think there's multiple choppers out there. I want to save that link. Oh, by the way, I have all these other links for, I think, for Discord tonight. I'm probably just, we're going to have a little fun and do a little kind of end the times thing tonight, I think. Not too long, kind of a short, whatever. For now. Okay, no audio. Thank you. I do have merch, but I only have like 3 on the website, iCkEdMeL.com. I had more, but I wanted to do quality control, so I took everything down, and I wanted to make sure that everything I put up, I've actually tried it and order it myself and actually put it in the washer, put it in the dryer, make sure that it's good. Because when I first started, I was having that issue where the ink was coming off a little bit, so I changed the vendor or the manufacturer or whatever. So I just haven't had the time really to start ordering more stuff and send it to myself. I do want to add some more things on there though. Okay, let's see. So, okay, I got sent another feed. Let me pull up the other feed. Chase ends in standoff involving stolen vehicles. Suspect LASD at train yard. Pulling up the other feed now. So, it says Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department units began pursuing the man in the black SUV just after 2:10 p.m. on northbound 5 freeway north on 605 freeway in the Downey area. The suspect led him on a chase from Norfolk and through several other gateway cities before entering the train yard and blowing out at least one tire. The driver exited the vehicle and ran across several tracks, at one point attempting to jump onto a moving freight train before getting back into the SUV and barricading himself. Deputies with firearms drawn took up positions. Yada yada. Okay, let me get this up here too. Is this the same thing or is it different? Gotta wait again. Okay. So far, I only see 2 feeds. I think they kind of backed off. And I don't even know if these are the same, and they're just... I'll wait and see. Let me look through some of the old ones too here. Fox News. Okay, yeah, this is one here. Sky Fox. Okay, I guess we could look at this one too. A little bit of a different angle. Seems like it. Okay. All right, so I pulled up another one. Just get it on the screen. Kind of a different angle, I guess. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, there's no audio. So we're going to have to hang out and talk. I wonder what it needs more time for. Just doesn't want to face the consequences. Is he planning on doing something to himself? Is he contacting people, contacting family and friends? Shit, I'm about to go take a shot. Oh, you're saying take the shot. Oh, my bad. You're talking about this guy. No. We don't want him to hurt himself. They telling me to take a shot. Ooh. Maybe what? There's no audio for this for these videos, guys. I think they kind of backed off because they're on TV and they have news programming and things I guess they have scheduled, so they can't, I guess, stay there forever. And this could drag on for a while. Let me see something else. Let's see. Another angle too. People on Facebook too are saying, "Where's the sound? Where's the sound?" There's no sound. Se acabó. Se terminó. Get the actual chopper guys feed. You talking about Stu, I think? Let's see. All the way up. That's all the way up. Let me try this one. Oh, I think it was. Let's see. Let's try this one. No. Yeah, I think because there's this other a Stu Live Facebook group. They had up to like 4 feeds going on at one time, and everything kind of cut off. They just have one now, and there's no there's really kind of no audio. I think once something starts happening, they'll probably pick up. And even this feed now kind of started cutting out.
Yeah, Air 8
There we
transmitting
go.
a signal for downlink. Let me know if you got it.
Oh, that's it. I mean, you can't see with the tints. I guess cardboard, but
Yeah, go ahead, CP. Hey, sir, do you guys have a downlink? Yeah, that's affirmative. I'm having it set up now. Copy.
oh, is it? Okay. Which one is the links you guys sent me before? They're telling me there's actually some segments with the news talking over and giving info. ABC and Fox have it. All right, let's try that again. All right. Let's take a look. I'm waiting for the ad to go away. All right, let's see. Hold on. The one on ABC has no audio. The one I just clicked. I'll try Fox. There is some sort of scanner thing playing in the background, but let me see if I can try. Let's try this other one too. I think everybody kind of cut back because there's like some scanner audio playing right now, but I think everybody's kind of cut back now because there's just not much going on. I'll try another one. Oh, you want to be quality control? You can help me out. Is that what you're talking about? We'll have to talk about that sometime. I do need help with the merch stuff, if that's what you're talking about. Let me try Fox again. No, Fox is doing something else. KTLA. Oh yeah, I haven't checked them in a while. Let's check KTLA. Let me for now I'm gonna take this off the screen. I was having issues. KTLA. I do have another chase too that I mean if you guys while we wait, I'm gonna try KTLA, right? If nothing is going on, I can play a smaller chase on the side, a previous chase, because somebody damn, I forgot her name. I'm sorry. She sent me a link to the one. You guys saw that infamous chase where the cops passed by the guy a couple times and he's just hiding or whatever? It's about 6 minutes. It's kind of short. If it doesn't pick up, I can play that in a little window on the side. I only saw the end of that chase. I never saw how it happened. I just saw the clip that was posted on Twitter. My mouse is acting funny too. I don't know what's going on.
Sir, SCP would like you to switch to the stud channel.
Uh-oh. What's this?
All right, copy. Switch to stud.
What is this thing? Is that like, is he looking through it? Is that like a magnifying, like a telescope type of thing, like a binocular type of thing? Or is that a gun? Is that a gun? I think it's a gun, right? Maybe he's just looking to get like a close view. Okay.
5 freeway.
Let's try KTLA. KT, whatever it's called. Where's it at? KTLA 5. All right, let's try that. 5. All right, let me wait for the ads to go away. Okay. So Jazz pulled up the information about the choppers, and she believes there's a, oh shit, what the hell is going on? Why is it doing that? Hopefully it don't close out. Oh, what the hell just happened? Oh. Okay. Let me pull this up.
Units on this Central Base Air Force 17 containment. Last update, suspect on the phone with the East LA watch commander.
Suspect on the phone. But anyway, yeah. So far, I think if this is accurate, there's one chopper out there. Supposedly, that's what I'm saying. All the feeds kind of cut. Maybe they're going to refuel. You know, the news segments. They can't interrupt their TV program. But there's some live streams going on, but it's mostly kind of like the same feed or one feed. Someone's in your background. I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're just seeing things. It's your imagination. There's nobody here.
CC2 Arrow.
The other is police chopper. Okay.
Go ahead, Arrow. Hey, Arrow, do you have a visual on the suspect in the vehicle? No, that's a negative. He put barriers up around the windows. I can't see. We're trying to talk to him over the phone and have follow command. Does he have his hands out the window? We're coming around the building now. I got a visual on the passenger side. I did not see that.
I think that's the best audio we're gonna get. Is that the audio?
Yeah, we're trying to get him to the
radio.
front seat, and by giving him command via landline, verify that it's him that
I
we're
can see her.
talking to, the person in the vehicle.
People are like, "What?" Because I know there's people here that don't know me, so they're like, "What? Like something's going on in your background, or something moving." Yeah, I don't see hands. I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I can also play on the side the chase, the other previous chase. But then if we're trying to listen to the radio, could miss something important though. That's the.
Sir, building 3690 has been fully evacuated. We're moving on to the next one.
Ooh, so they're evacuating all the buildings around.
Roger, copy.
I guess they're trying to get a tactical position, surround this guy.
3690 is directly behind our suspect vehicle.
Oh, I thought I saw something move. Oh, he's moving it. He's moving it. He took off the sun visor. What's he doing? This is going to be probably so anticlimactic, right? The most excitement in 20 minutes. I can't believe we've been here 2 hours, bro. I thought we were going to be doing like, I don't know. I thought it was going to be like 10 minutes at the most. I thought it was going to almost end as soon as I started. We're here 2 freaking hours. There was one night we were doing a live stream, and I think it was like 5 hours. I woke up like at 1 or 2 in the morning. It was like 5 hours. I think I see some movement.
Suspect still on the phone with East LA Watch Commander.
Oh, he's on the phone with police or somebody.
Hey, sir, we copy.
He has a gun.
CP Arrow, you by? Yeah, go ahead. Hey, per the SCB team commander, can you zoom in on the car a little bit? Copy that. Zoom in.
Yeah, he's inside the SUV. What's up, Lisa? Welcome. Thank you for the subs. Shasta, Lady, THC, Jack, Jess World, Inga Carls. Oh, that was the super chat. Oh, thank you for the super chat. If we're ever in your neck of the woods, we would love a photo with you. Oh, Inga! That's the couple that sent me that amazing mug. I don't have it at my desk right now. And the notes and like it was pictures of themselves and just really nice, encouraging. I have it here somewhere. And I made a video about it. Really nice couple, for sure. Definitely. Let me know if you guys are ever in Florida. Dreadhead, what's up? 420. Ick, thank you for the super chat.
Hey, 10-9, traffic for CP.
Chrissy, thank you for the super chat. Longtime producer and Ad Bunny is the last thing the news station mind now.
Yeah, what's the address for the CP?
1400 South Indiana. On Indiana, just south of Union Pacific.
50 knows this is sus. He may have a bomb or weaponry, allegedly. Well, who knows, man? Especially with that New York subway guy.
Hey, go ahead, Danny.
Yeah, if you're ever in Florida, for sure, let me know. I'd love to meet you guys.
CP, bye.
A couple weeks back, I just met a friend from Texas that I've known for years. I've never met him in person. We met through YouTube, and we hung out for the. He visited for the weekend. Blessed.
Hey, sir, confirm you guys have an ambulance stage CP.
Ambulance? Maybe just to prep it?
Yeah, that's the first, sir. Fire here.
Top it up. CP up. CP, are you back? Yeah, go ahead. 20 North, Sam 1. You have a command staff from Union Pacific. Going to be arriving at your location. Large SUV, Nevada plate.
Yeah, hit the like button. Amazing. I didn't know there was that many people going to come for this. I guess everybody's chilling on Friday. Lauderhill, what's up? Well, sweet Melissa from Lauderhill. I'm in Hollywood. Dania. Oh. Big screen. So he took off the sun visor thing. I don't know if he still has cardboard up around the windows and stuff. I wonder if that's them changing the lens too, because it looks different. Whatever was on there, looks like they put some type of lens on there to try to get a better view. Or some, I don't know, some sort of cover or filter or something. It sounded like they called the ambulance. I don't know. Leslie, hey, from Manitoba, Canada. Welcome. The other live stream ended. No school today. We party, Mel. Yeah, there was no school. Well, apparently for my daughter, but I had Dad said they had school, the kids. So I don't know. It depends. My daughter's in VPK, so. But I know her cousins in like daycare, they had school, but I guess it depends. I don't know. Yeah, this is live. This is one of the last few. I should actually look up a back. Well, I have one backup actually playing right now. But I actually have two backups. Amazing. Amazing. The end of the world is here. Standoff.
Yeah, CPT is on the barricade. Yeah, so we're still in communication with the suspect, the East LA Watch Commander. He's asking him to step out, and suspect is going to smoke a cigarette and eventually walk out.
Shay says she thinks that guy in the Bearcat is a sniper, and he's behind a shield that has a little hole for the gun to point out of it. No, I can't read that. I'm not going to read. I mean, I know you probably didn't want that for that part, but yeah. Shelby, what's up? Man, the last time my friend came, well, the first time actually, was my first time meeting him. It was a crazy weekend. I had a lot of fun. I was hungover for like, I don't know, 2-3 days. It felt like. Oh my god. Scott. Let's hope it doesn't happen around hit 1:30 a.m. We know iCkEdMeL has business needs around that time. So many people, not so many people. There was a couple people that were upset about that video. That surprised me. Somebody even wanted an apology. I was like, what? You're not gonna apologize? She sent me a Facebook inbox about it. She was like upset. Don't worry about that. Somebody said, where am I getting the video feed from? There's multiple. You have to go to the websites. There's one. Actually, most of the Facebook, all the Facebook ones went off, I think. Let me see. Maybe not. Let me check. No, there's still 2 on Facebook. Still 2. ABC is still up. And some other person. I don't know if there's actually a. Oh, it's a creator streaming too. And then there's a couple of web pages, like I think Fox and something else, ABC or something. I think my mouse is going bad. Shay is right. Oh, okay. Damn. That's a sniper. Maybe he's gonna get pardoned. Yeah, he could have smoked. He could drink. Maybe they say he was on the phone, but he could be sleeping. I remember at one point too, he before he barricaded himself, he was like, he was looking up at the helicopter and like pointing at them, like I don't know, trying to get their attention.
Go for CP. CP, we got about 2 more minutes left, and we're gonna have to go refuel. So we'll have to go back to lobby, refuel, and then come back. CP, copy.
I don't even know what to make of that. Okay, let me make sure the feeds that I have, the backup stuff, that it's different and it's not the same. I think it actually, this one is the same. Let me see. Yeah, this is the same one. Yeah, I think there's only one chopper out there, like Jazz was saying. So this might be the last one. Let me see the Facebook group I was looking at. Yeah, it's the same thing they're looking at. Somebody said tear gas time. They would have to get it inside though, I guess. Or could they just throw it outside and would it still affect them inside? Or not really, probably, yeah. They threw it under the car? Probably not. Yeah, I only see one live feed right now. That's it. So when they cut out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play that video. It's like 6 minutes long or something like that. How long does refueling take? Refuel in the air? Thank you for the subs. Oh my giddy aunt. Tease O Mini 3. Mitch A. Yeah, let me get the other video loaded. So in case we'll hang out for a little bit after, if they cut it out. We'll try to hold and see if they come back. Do they usually come back, or are they just gonna call it and give up? They can't. I mean, as far as the video feed, I would think eventually they're gonna have to come back, or maybe they should get somebody on ground just to walk up to the station, the train tracks up to where the guy's at.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, no. All right. Airport is about 12 minutes from that location. Okay. 12 minutes in like driving time, or 12 minutes in chopper time? Watching choppers, I'll like, okay, yeah, let me know for sure. When they're refueling. Okay, somebody's watching the choppers. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the robot. I guess they decided not to bring it. Phone's about to die. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get my charger, and we'll see what happens. Umpet he nesasqua. Did I do that good, or is that bad? Thank you for the super chat. I collect myself here. Umpet he nesasqua. Un peteshuasca. For Din Din. Thank you. All right, I think we should play the other video, man. We can leave this up and I can play the other video and we'll just have a little backup. In the meantime, Mel, link into smoke and scan. I've heard of them, but I don't want to play other people like that type of like people's videos, like creators, because I just don't know personally, you know, like I don't want to cause issues with copyright strikes and all that stuff. I'm not saying they would do that, but I just don't want to, you know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of stuff going on the internet. Maybe he's adjusting his fantasy baseball roster. Chrissy, thank you for the super chat. You guys pay $9 a gallon? What? In the Netherlands? No. Is it really that much over there? And I want to ask Jazz too. Do you see any other helicopters coming back? Or did they just call it too? They should be back if he hasn't surrendered. Yes, what I'm wondering. Like the other helicopters left. Are they on the way back? And I guess let me set this up. This other one's about 6 minutes. Let's see what Shay has to say. Oh, he's moving. No, is he moving? Or is that just a reflection? That's a dope ass picture. Can I show people that? All right, let me I think it's just so funny. Let me save it. Look at that. Lizard. Did you guys ever see that? I told Shay about this. You ever seen that story about the guy that got eaten by his own pets, his own lizards and stuff? That was such a good episode. He had like all these lizards, like but big ones, in the house, and I think one had bitten him, and he didn't want. I guess he didn't take care of the cut or whatever because they have all this, I guess, germs or whatever. And so I guess he fell or something, and maybe he I don't know what it was. I think he was supposedly still alive, and the lizards just started eating him. And his employer got concerned, and so I guess they had a welfare check go on, and they found the lizards had taken bites at him, and he was dead. All right, let me prop this other one up here. Let's see, right? No. I don't know why I can't get these screens right. Got that. There we go. Gotta move it up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is for now, hopefully not too confusing. My mouse. Yo, this mouse is expensive and it's already messing up. I think for now we'll watch this one. This is like a classic one. And we're just gonna wait. The audio's on in the background. But in the meantime, let's watch some other stuff. He didn't immediately. So when the lizards bit him, I mean, if I can play the video, I don't know if I can play that video without having issues. I don't. If you guys want to see the lizard story. It didn't happen instantly. It took a while. The lizard bit him, I think. I could probably pull up an article. Fatal Attractions. Yes, Trace. Fatal Attract. Was it Fatal Attractions? The show was called Fatal Attraction. I'm gonna look this up because now I want to know. Guy or man eaten by lizards. Yes. The video, though, I think is something called like Fatal Attractions or something like that. Let me see. Man, or was it Animal Planet? Eaten by lizards. Oh, Animal Planet. Okay, it's Animal Planet. This one's on Animal Planet. It's a 2-minute video. I'm pretty sure Animal Planet will claim. And I found the article here. So just want to make sure we don't miss anything. Let's do this. Man eaten by his pet monitor lizards was also killed by the creatures because he succumbed to a blood infection caused by their bites, it is claimed. Ronald Huff, 42, had his face, hands, and stomach organs devoured by 6-foot long Nile monitor lizards he let roam free in his flat. I mean, these are huge ass lizards. Yeah, when I heard this story, I was like, what the heck? The picture of the guy. 6 foot long. What do these things look like? Nile monitor lizards. Jesus Christ. They look like the Komodo dragon shit. It's so big. Well, I don't know. Yeah, they're kind of big. I mean, Komodo dragons are bigger, right? They're way bigger. But, I mean, I'm not the expert on these things, but. All right. Mouse is killing me. All right. So the huge reptiles, flesh-eating, venomous, and endemic to Africa, were found by the cops covered in their owner's blood and were hissing aggressively at the officers. So they were even trying to get at the officers. To date, Ronald's 2002 death remains one of the most terrifying and bizarre instances of a human being being eaten by their pets. Imagine that. Neighbor Jeff Waldinger, now age 38, told the Sun online if he didn't have those lizards there, he'd be alive today. There's no doubt. So he was a pet lover, a fanatic. Could you date somebody that had like a lot of, like a bunch of lizards, like but like big? MH, how you doing? Happy Easter to all celebrating. Prayers and thoughts to all facing a hard time. Thank you, MH. I hope you're doing well. Happy Easter. KTLA. Somebody's telling me to check KTLA. Let's see. But we're having lizard talk. Let's check KTLA. KTLA, I have it open. It says, and I should organize this so everything's together. But KTLA is open. It says they'll be right back. That's what I see on KTLA. And even one of the last streams on Facebook just shut it down. Yeah. Let's see. Nothing on KTLA. All right. You guys keep an eye for me then. And you guys in the chat too, keep an eye out for me. Let me know. That's really cool that your lizard's watching my video. He's just chilling there. I wonder what he thinks about this story. Is your lizard watching my lizard story? Shay. Ronald's body was found by cops propped up against the front door of the apartment with the enormous lizards feasting on his corpse. It later emerged that the lizards had been allowed to roam freely throughout his home. So he just let them roam. He didn't like cage them up or anything. Jeff added he was bitten a week or so or 2 weeks ago. Okay, so for the person that was saying that, You're right. Yeah, it's not like an instant thing. It takes time. So he got a bite a week or 2 weeks ago before he died. He came down with a staph infection, and I'm guessing his temperature was through the roof. Oh shit! Wait, what's going on over here? Wait. Did he do that? That wasn't broken before, right? Was that broken? The windshield? It might have been broken. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering too if that guy's still alive. I don't know. Lizards on the plane, the movie. They don't have a lizards on a plane, do they? Snakes on the plane. I don't know if this was broken or not before. And could helicopters refuel in the middle of the air? Can you do that? I know planes can, right? Maybe special planes. Can helicopters do that? Do they have ones that do that? I probably couldn't. Man, I don't know the logistics of that. Gunshot. The sniper got him. Nah, man. Dabs. That is some amazing cardboard. Gotta get me some. Broken a long time ago, Tevin says. Okay. It wasn't broken before. Damn. I don't know either, man. The jets my husband works on does. I can't believe this thing is still going. Yo, I had no idea we're gonna be doing over 2 hours. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so his apartment at like 80 degrees. I guess it's 80 degrees. So the closest place he could have cooled down was against the door where he expired. Jeff said he had spent some time inside Roland's apartment, which was filled with free roaming reptiles. He raised Madagascar hissing cockroaches, big cockroaches, 2 or 3 inches long. He would feed them to the lizards. And he was a soldier. The former soldier's face was eaten by 7 6-foot-long monsters. Yeah, you know the way these people do the article. Damn, and they even drew a picture. Who's the artist? I guess they wanted to. Jesus. I mean, I guess he's kind of good though. Yeah, the episode was on Animal Planet. Is this one of the actual lizards? You see how my mouse is jumping like that? Acting up. I don't know what's going on with this mouse. I don't know what to do. Expensive ass mouse. It's a gaming mouse. The later emerged the lizard has been allowed to roam freely throughout or something. Okay. He would just throw them on the ground and the lizard would chase after them. He'd also throw raw chicken on the ground. It was like going to the zoo. Jeff also described seeing Roland's body inside the apartment after cops failed to cover him up when they secured the scene. He said you were able to stand 15 feet from the door so the corpse was in sight. It was horrific. The blood had just turned black. It looked like fake blood. His cheeks had been eaten off and his molars were where his ears should be. They had eaten his face, eaten his hands. They actually had eaten into his abdomen and eaten some of his internal organs. Unfortunately, Jeff's claims that the lizards indirectly killed Roland can never be proved, as his post-mortem was ruled inconclusive. Okay. Well. Damn. All right. I guess chase time. Let's watch this other chase in the meantime. This is another LA chase. This was pretty epic. I remember seeing the clip on Twitter. I've only seen the ending. I've never actually seen the actual video. Oh, there's no audio.
downtown Los Angeles, southbound, northbound on the 110 freeway. Whoa, how did he pull that off?
A wave said the description is more graphic than the drawing. Crazy way to go,
he
huh?
went all the way from the left lane to the right lane. He's in the emergency lane, high speeds, northbound.
Sorry, guys.
Michaela, stolen vehicle pursuit, extremely high speeds. He's on the freeway right there. This guy really, we've just in the few moments that we've been over it, he's made contact with at least 2 other vehicles out here. High speeds, back on the side streets right there. I believe that's going to be Flower because he's paralleling the 110 freeway northbound. LAPD chasing this vehicle on the ground. The helicopter, not us clearly, but the LAPD helicopter still making its way over to here. Whoa! That's what we always worry about when we see these chases out here. Now that civilian rear-ended pretty hard out here. That SUV now damaged, but this driver's still continuing to try to get away from LAPD. They're going to be chasing him. I'm sure one of the other LAPD vehicles is going to stop to see if that person is okay. Parts of that front end just coming off right there, but the driver of this stolen vehicle continuing to drive very recklessly. This is one of the reasons why we're always so concerned about these chases, as is civilians and everybody that's down there on the ground, in that traffic when these cars are driving so recklessly. LAPD vehicles is still behind them, so there are some lights and sirens giving some people some heads up on the ground. Right now, though, making a turn into a residential neighborhood. We don't really, it's going to be a little difficult to get the exact streets out here, but you can see that car, whoa, running through another area where there were stop signs, still moving very, very quickly. And again, you can see this car damaged now. It's going to be even more harder for that driver to keep control over it. Higher speeds, smaller streets, very, very dangerous. Michaela?
Michaela ain't got nothing to say. I thought it was calling Michaela.
Busy street, busy street, busy street, busy street. Oh! Another accident right there. Michaela, we never think there's anything funny about any of these pursuits. They are very, very dangerous. And this is one of those things where we always are worried about anybody involved, even that civilian or that suspect down there. That vehicle still, that guy out running right now. I'm working with Angie, our pilot, this morning, trying to keep an eye on where that suspect is, running through an alleyway, still trying to avoid law enforcement. And this is one of those things, law enforcement, they have to keep these people safe, and then you can see it right there, the suspect trying to get into somebody's property or still trying to hide, but doing a very, very poor job of it right there. LAPD coming to a stop. Oh, come on, guys, he's right there. The officer's running right by him. They're going right by him. Angie, our pilot today, talking on O2, trying to tell the officers that this suspect is right there. And again, you just saw that. Oh my goodness, I just feel so bad for those officers making their way back now. It's the blue car. Yeah. There we go. Somebody's getting the information. Somebody's got to be getting the information. Keep coming around, Ange. Keep coming around. Keep coming around. That suspect, unbelievable. We're watching this live, and you have to understand that these officers, they don't know what the information that we know. But again, that LAPD helicopter just arriving. There you go. Some of those officers must be getting that information. There you go. There you go. And now that suspect going into custody. Wow. Wow. And they haven't seen him yet. This is unbelievable. There we go. Oh, my gosh. Sorry about that. They got a little tense there at the end.
Yeah, this video was a previous video. It went viral. I've only seen the end. I never seen the actual chase of it, but he's like, we never find these funny. This is not funny, and he's like cracking up and stuff.
Clearly.
For you. I had Stu in here yelling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, keep coming. It's right under me.
Yeah, you know what? We counted 2 minor crashes, and then we saw that one really hard hit there on Flower. Hopefully, all those civilians are going to be okay. You know, modern vehicles, and nobody rolled over. So, but I'm sure there might have been some airbag deployment. Those were really hard hits there. That suspect clearly not having any concern for others on the roadway or himself. It seems as he was trying to avoid officers. You know, in the end, at the end, you always have to think, was it worth it? But that hiding technique, you know, sometimes just the most obvious things are the most.
So Jazz is saying that there should be feed in the next 5 minutes. So what's going on? Is there? Oh, the chopper's coming back. Another chopper's coming.
The things that all the officers overlook, you know, or anybody overlooks, not just law enforcement. You know, today we had that nickname Sky Snitch for some time. Today Sky Fox really pulled it off, trying to get officers to.
Is this Stu that's talking?
To that location, our pilot Angie making those calls to law enforcement, giving out that information. Michaela?
And trying to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, crazy.
Air container to get the dust out. Okay, I'm gonna try that. There is no audio. There is audio. I'm watching the audio levels. So there is audio. Okay. So let's get back to this. Let me fix myself here. So there should be, I guess, another chopper coming. Get some updates. Yeah, I think he did post about a new chopper. Let me take a look. Did you ever see this one? Which? I feel like this is, I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't say. It's probably going to be anticlimactic, maybe. It's just going to be, he walks out and that's it. Damn, nothing here. 7. Okay. All right. Let me close this up. The air fryer is amazing. Actually, I have some. I'm gonna probably cook after the stream. Cook something up. I love it. It's like cheating to cooking. L Boots. Hi to your fiance. What's your fiance's name? Beyonce. Congrats. Man tries to jump on train. KTLA just posted that. It's from the same.
Yeah, you haven't checked your.
We saw all this already, but this dude was. Going nuts. Yeah, that's true. I haven't seen no ambulance. Yeah. Gigi says, or Gigi says, where's the, or Gigi? I don't know. Holy shit. How many people did we lose? Did we lose hundreds of people? Am I back? I'm back. Holy crap. All right, let's try. Bro, 700 people. Oh my God. Holy shit. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? How many people did we lose? Did we lose hundreds of people? Am I back? Yo, we lost like 3,000 or 2,000. Holy shit. Did we lose everybody? Yeah, my internet cut off. I don't know what happened. The setup. from the feds. Let's see if the numbers update. Do we have any more feeds out there? Okay, it's coming back. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I'm supposed to have top of the line internet, AT&T, fiber optic. Let me see. Let me just check my messages because everything kind of got out of date. And my phone was dead too. I forgot to, I just put it on the charger now. Okay, KT, are they back? I looked at, let me refresh it. KTLA, I don't see that they have anything on. You hear me and see me? All right, cool. Me and Pin Dizzy were smoking out, waiting. Hey, I didn't know you guys. Oh, you guys know each other? Okay. All right. Smoke out. They're coming back? Okay.
Boyle Heights. Carlos Salcedo, KTLA 5 News.
Thank you, Carlos. They certainly do. Now let's go to LAX here, where Easter weekend travel is underway.
Okay, they were talking about it, but then they stopped talking about it. We're coming back. Are we coming back? Are they coming back? Damn, we're coming back. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have to find something then in the meantime while we wait. I can't believe this thing is still going. Dreadhead, thank you for the super chat. H Hurst or Hurst, thank you for the subscription. Strictly Soccervids, thank you for the sub. M, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I don't know. The whole connection just cut out of nowhere. Waiting for the chopper to arrive. Okay. Bro, I had no idea I was getting myself into this. I thought we'd be in and out. More lizard stories? Talk about JD Amber Heard. I have the link up here. Looks like the sunshade is down. Breaking wild chase ends in ABC 7. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this mouse thing too after. Pain in the ass. Scanner app. Okay. Let me pull up this one thing I had up earlier. Here we go. Let's see what's going on. All right. Yeah, I think there's a different feed. I want to try to find this one. ABC 7.
Great Scout, you by?
So we got the little radio
Hey,
going.
Dan, they got some bank poles, baffles. Do you want anything coming with this bear to your location, or do you want it all to stay on the Bearcat over here?
Broadcastify.
Copy, Dan. But do you want any gas set up at the bear, or do you want it on the Bearcat? Hey, Gray Scout, can you confirm which the bear or the ARV that you want the gas set up in?
Okay, the Los Angeles County
Roger.
Sheriff. Okay, thank you, Birdie, for the email. Appreciate the help there. Let me check it out. trying to see if I can find that. Yeah, I have it playing. I think that's what's playing in the background now, but I want to learn how to do this too for the future. Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
That's probably
Copy.
Dreadhead, thank you for the super chat. Says wait for shift change, make shift do paperwork. Sarah, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, and you did send an email, and I had the research team was looking at that as well. Damn, bro, I had no idea we were gonna be streaming this long. The official time, we're almost 3 hours in. Let me refresh this page. Bro, I'm thinking, all right, just come in for a couple of minutes, 30 minutes, maybe the most, and just get off and relax. Mel, you jinxed yourself by saying, 8-hour court live today. I did. Yeah, we've been doing 8-hour streams we did Monday through Thursday. I was really just come in for a little bit and then I just go relax. I mean, this is fun or whatever. It's chill, but I wasn't thinking we were going to be here 3 hours. All right, let me see what's going on with the Josh says about the choppers. There's another news chopper there, but not sure who. Yeah, there is another feed that I think I see. N4074E. It's Fox. Okay, they're saying it's Fox. All right, let's take a look. Oh, they're getting ready to... Are they coming around? I'm going to get the other screen up in the meantime, but... Wait. Yeah, it looked like they're kind of setting up at the corner. I mean, they've been there for a while, but it almost looks like they're... Los Angeles.
Hey, Dan, that's going to be Puga. Hey, Dan, you got Edgar and myself.
Okay, we got the other feed now. That's good. No, there's no audio, but at least it's a different feed.
Roger, we'll be on the way in about 5 minutes. CP to Air 21, you by? Airship. Air 21, confirm you have downlink? Confirm, we're working on it now.
I don't know if this is a weird spot. Should I put it in?
ACP, Viper 21.
Am I taking calls?
CP, Viper 21. Go ahead.
I don't know what there's to talk about. I could if people wanted to talk.
What
I
are
don't
you
know.
on HD 6.5? Hey, Arrow, we were on channel.
Maybe he is having a mental health emergency. LA is a dump now. That's what I hear. That's what I see. I mean, I've never been. Maybe one day. Wink, wink. I'll be there.
what are you guys on for Air 21?
Air 21, we're on channel 1.
I don't have Venmo, and I think that's it was telling me I need to set that up. Venmo seems like such a pain, but I need to do it.
We don't have channel 1. It's either HD 65 or we go direct.
Air 21, that's correct. 6.5 HD works.
Yeah.
I guess he just threw a box, the cardboard box at the one window there. I mean, they said it was all the windows, but I guess that one, the window's broken or the window's down. No, I'll have to set up Venmo. I do have Zelle, but I don't have Venmo. I need to fix that. I remember trying to sign up to it one time. It just seemed like a pain. It was such a hassle. It seemed like. I'm not on. I'm listening to somebody else's audio. I'm on Broadcastify now. I just don't know which one to. There's like a huge list. I'm trying to figure out how to use this thing.
CP Air 21. Check HD65 now.
Celine sent me some. Let's see. Oh, the Bearcat. Info on the Bearcat. Damn, it looks fancy. I don't want to play the music in case, but I will show it real quick. That's the Bearcat.
Team leader to team commander, you bye. Good. Hey, Mark, we're just going to keep everything on the same tag 3 because we got way too many bodies all over the place. Yeah, I'll copy that.
They're looking serious. Multiple gun ports. They got an intercom. Okay. We don't have to get out of the thing. Integrated visor lights. Look, they're on the move too. Oh, look, they got, is that a, what's on the end of it? Oh, are they getting ready to make a move? Okay, let's take this for a second. Let's move this out of the way. Oh, so they couldn't get the key to this thing? All right, this is a bad angle. Oh, Jesus. Oh, let me move this out of the way. I think right now, let's just keep an eye on this. Yeah. So they're going to push it through? They're going to barricade it? That vehicle does look pretty dope, right? Thank you, Celine, for sending that. I'm going to, after we get through this. Oh, Celine, I know you. You're my tattoo friend, right? I didn't recognize. I forgot for a second. Ooh, okay, good. Thank you, Melissa, for the heads up. I don't want to play no video of somebody falling off a... We're going to check it out. We're going to check it out after this. Thank you. Okay, so they're getting ready to make a move, right? They should just take that bear thing and just ram it into the car, right? No? Or is that too much? Or at least approach the vehicle maybe in the bear. The bear seems like it's... Finally some I'm just gonna put this a little smaller because I just want to see really what's going on with this Bearcat thing. No. No. What the fuck?
This one should have.
All right. Let me get this up in the meantime. Why? Maybe gas or something? Why they cut it out? All right, we need a quick replacement. KTLA is not doing it. Okay, I got... Well, the website's... This is up. This is working. Let me try this. ad blocker should be blocking.
Negative, not yet. Copy that.
All right, I think we're back. Okay. I still want to see. Yeah, I want to keep an eye on the vehicle. Let's make this a little smaller. Yeah, they're getting ready. They got the riot shield.
Gray Scout, you buy?
Thank you for the subscription, Liam Roddy 420. Kelly Mangan, thank you for the sub. Jordan Hoodie, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Dreadhead, man, hope you have a good weekend. Chilling, relaxing. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, a lot of resources, huh?
Hey Dan, you want us ARV to move to that the Medcat, or do you want us to move up to the vehicle? We'll have to check it out as we get closer. Let us move forward, and I'll advise.
Rachel said 3 hours to end in the visual blackout. Imagine, right? They could. Who knows? Maybe they don't want to show it. They could do that. Still could happen again. All right, my phone's back up. Are they making way for vehicles to come in? Is that what it is? You guys got to be sweating in there too. Hey, I called. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Damn. I thought they were getting ready. We still have to wait. Okay, I got a lot of messages. Oh, okay. I should have cried. Let's see. I'm sorry. I haven't checked any of the messages. I'm looking now. I think. You do like Venmo? Venmo's good. 3 new choppers there again. Okay. ABC 7. The mods are talking about me. Talking crap about me. My bad. There was a lot of messages there. But so send me the links. What's the links at? I got 2 feeds. KTLA don't have nothing right now. ABC 7 I see. You got this other one. Oh, they're posting links in here too. I got ABC 7. I think I have them already. Channel 7 just ended there. Channel 7's still up. It just, I don't know. I had to refresh and it's up. It's good. Teresa Polgar, thank you so much for the members chat. Thanks, Mel and Moz. Love you all. Thank you for being a member. 4 months. Krista, thank you for the 7-month membership. Happy Easter weekend, everybody. Happy Easter. Grady, subscribe. Steve, subscribe. H Batch, subscribe. Donald, subscribe. Thank you. Tricia, Faye, Ruben, Liam. I think I read some of those already. Thank you. K to L, A, new at 10. Let's see what they said. Oh, I got him. Okay.
Roger. Hey, Dan, before you get going, because we're going to have to cross over these tracks, let us get set up first. Roger.
Let me mute this. Somebody said there's 2 Bearcats.
All of these tracks are going to be raised. I think we're going to have to just go straight parallel with them from this angle.
I think they're getting ready to move in. Oh, there's a helicopter right there.
Just 1 second, Dan.
That's what I'm saying. Just pull up with the Bearcat. Can't they do that?
CP to team leader. Go ahead.
Yeah, they have a Bearcat here.
21 to team commander. Copy. Give me a second. Move some stuff in.
They have the Bearcat right here, and then they have another one at the top. These look like top of the line military stuff. And the guy's just probably in there chilling. Zipline somebody from a helicopter. Mo. Somebody could just sneak up, right? Yeah. Smoke out, tear gas inside that window that's open, or flashbang. Boom. I can't believe this. This is I definitely jinxed myself. This should have been maybe 30 minutes, maybe less. It'd be crazy if this thing stretches out. Like, might have to like take a break and let it run. The world stops for one person. Not the world, but that whole city. Law enforcement. What's that? Oh. Maybe they're purposely doing that. Another Bearcat.
10-9.
Here it is. Here it is. Oh, they just switch feeds? Is that what it is? Oh, shoot. What the hell? How many of these things are there? How many of these screens I got going on? So another Bearcat? 3? That's kind of weird. No?
Hey, Dan, I'm ready to move in. It's going to take me a little bit longer than you, though.
Is there a reason why? Maybe that's why they're cutting some of these feeds? Let's do this real quick. Yeah, the feed is black right now. Let me refresh this.
We're in, Rick. We're in.
Back. It's delayed though. That one's delayed. They're getting ready to move up on him. Oh, they're gonna move it in. They're moving it in. Hey, some action. He's probably just gonna come out. I give up.
Camera out just a little bit, please.
Can that thing get stuck? Well, now we're gonna put the Bearcat to the test. It should be able to just roll over all that shit, no?
Copy, I just didn't want to stop in the middle of those tracks.
Let's see how the Bearcat does on train tracks. And both of them at the same time. Let me move this over here, I guess, for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk behind you so I can kind of see your tracks here on in relation to the railroad.
This is kind of crazy. For all this, for that, he's just probably gonna get it. All right, I surrender. They could have just asked him. We probably would have surrendered. I mean, they were talking to him, but you know. This could be bad press for the Bearcats if they don't make it through the train tracks. The cutbacks. Damn it. What? Oh.
How far up can you get? Can you get all the way up to the edge of that door, or is it going to stop before that?
Oh, he's pushing up. Training opportunity. 2 birds, 1 stone. That is true. Yeah.
Them in. They're starting to lose their patience with this suspect who said that he was going to surrender, just needed some time, but it's been more than 2 hours since that phone call between the deputies and the suspect. So they've got the Bearcat now moving into position, maybe trying to intimidate this suspect, trying to get them to come out on their own accord, but they're certainly setting up like they may be getting ready for an operation to bring this to a conclusion by force if the suspect decides that he's not going to give up. And now here we see creeping forward a little bit. Now, I was talking about this earlier, thinking that this is what they usually do. They like to come in and they're going to put it basically nose to nose.
So that's actually built
look
into
at the
ground.
Bearcat here driving right up to the suspect vehicle. Now they can, they're basically within earshot of the suspect and starting to get a lot more serious about bringing this to a conclusion. Live in Sky 2 overhead.
Blocking it with this sunshade.
We'll continue to follow that story here on CBS 2 and bring you any updates. Well, back to praying at the pews.
So he's right in front. Yeah, he's right in front of it. You gonna push up on it, or is just gonna stop in front? Shit. I wish I had the link to the. Let's try this. Okay.
Pre-start you up.
Okay.
Hey, sir, Firecat. Do you want me to follow you guys in, or just hold on?
Thank you. I found it now. Holy moly. Totally.
Copy, sir.
I mean, I have it playing already, I think. Let me just double check. This.
After 2 long years of...
Oh, Jesus. Please. Spare me.
Wilbur returned.
Everything's ads, including myself. Oh, so they got the dog there too. You see that? Oh, that was it blocking. They had a dog there. KTL is live now. All right, let me take a look. Okay.
Turnout was not able to get on that train and instead ran right back into that disabled SUV and has not left since.
We're live.
Yeah, he's been trying to get away all afternoon. We see the 2 SWAT team vehicles creeping up behind him. And Gil, this is really an advantage to law enforcement. I mean, the fact that he has a weapon there really makes this really tense for the law enforcement involved. But they've got those specialized vehicles, and they're going to get as close as they can.
You're not going to be able to get up that rail that way. You're going to have to hit it more at an angle.
They will, Sandra. In fact, they're going to come in and break out those windows because they cannot see through that darkened glass. They can't see through the windshield because of the visor there that's been set up. And if the driver does not come out of the vehicle at that point, they will definitely put some chemical agents into the vehicle to try to flush that suspect out. But for now, he's refusing to come out. We do know he's on the phone with law enforcement. Actually, they actually know his name, first and last name as well. So that's all good news because the more communication, the better. But so far, still refusing to come out at this point.
All right, Gil Levis, we're going to check in with you as this continues. Stay in touch. Now, a dire warning today from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. He says the whole...
Pull forward. Pull forward.
This one's froze on me now.
CP to team leader. Get out. Go ahead. Hey, Russ, first CN team, he's saying that he's taking his shirt off and he's going to get ready to come out. Just FYI. Copy. You're on the track.
He's freezing. Gonna take his shirt off and come out. How many Bearcats they got out there now? It's 3 or 4? Canines, Bearcats, 5 helicopters. Kind of weird, man. Yeah, for some reason Sky Fox keeps loading. Let me check the Facebook messages before they get on me. Oh. ABC 7 is 6 to 120 seconds behind. Fox 11 is maybe more. Okay, let me check it out. Thank you, Jazz. Okay. We're watching both, I think. Oh, let me try, hold on a second. Maybe that's what I need to do, switch to, yeah.
The new voice of the World Series, Joe Davis. All that tonight at 10:30 right here on Fox 11.
Meantime, meteorologist Rick.
Copy.
Across Southern California.
This is Fox 11.
To 10 degrees milder in Lancaster, 7.
Yeah. I don't know. Put that away for now.
He seems to be smoking a cigarette. I'll keep doing an announcement.
Smoking a cigarette too. Taking my time. You're on my time now. Dreadhead, thank you for the super chat. Dude having a hard time with the shirt. Mark Rivas, the smaller videos, real time, make it bigger. Thanks for the super chat, man. Monica, thank you for her subscription. Carmen, Jake Curtis, Roy, thank you. Yo, he's smoking a cigarette. He's chilling. Not stressed out.
Hey, Rep Team, you guys want me to guide him towards you guys?
He's taking his time. Send the dogs, yeah. All Valley works is send the dogs. Launch the dogs. This is crazy. How many of those Bearcats they had out there? Yo, he's smoking. Look at him, looking at the camera too. Gangster. No. I mean, maybe he's having a crisis. I don't know. But he almost looked like he was chilling. Maybe he's starting to hurt himself. Oh man, you're kind of moving a lot too. Puffing that thing hard too, right? Thank you. Damn. Okay, hands up. Mark says, I hope the stolen car owner has full coverage. Thanks for the super chat, man. Okay, he's out. Stolen vehicle, he's out. Hands up. Okay. There we go. Meredith said all this for a stolen car. I had a feeling it was going to be anticlimactic. I mean, it's good though. It's good that nobody. But damn, it's a lot of resources, man. All this stuff. That's it.
Team leader to team commander. Suspect in custody and the vehicle's clear. It's going to be code 4 over here. CP copy.
Thank you, Eagles chick fan. My fiance and I are watching for Friday date night. Hi. Hope you guys are having a good time, man. Sorry, it's a little the ending is kind of like but hey. Well, they could have ended this thing probably hours ago. I mean, I guess it's the right way to go about it, I guess, Nico Fifi says
CP 2 units on this 417 Central Basement Tamer for OSS, dark OSS. Do not search the vehicle.
Meth is a hell of a drug. Thank you for what you do, Mel. Bruh. Cannot believe the outcome. I mean, I've never even knew about those Bearcat things. Next chase. Slow mode. There's 3,500? Is there? No. No, it's like 3,100. All right, I'll put 6 seconds instead of 5. How about that? How about that? I'm just kidding. We're about to be over, but I'll put 8. That was probably like 10 minutes ago. I'm just seeing that now.
I feel good.
No. What's wrong with you? I was listening to somebody's stream. They probably tried to sabotage me. He's probably watching or something. I just had the audio in the background, but I was listening to his dispatch audio, even though I figured out now how to do it. And it might have been a sabotage, or maybe he was just playing something. Someone started playing, in the background. I'm just kidding. He probably, try to take the whole stream down, man. Hey.
I'm Serena Williams. You watch me.
Jesus. I guess I have to buy the actual Broadcastify subscription or whatever, so I don't have to deal with the ads. Brandy, thank you so much for the super chat, or the super sticker. Actually, I guess you're amazing. I want to kind of put you in contact too with the group of people that I have working on research stuff, so you can share your story about your mother there, and some of the things that we've spoken about, because I feel like they'd be able to kind of collect and put things together pretty well. I have to see how to coordinate that, but we'll talk about it. I have to make a file. I mean, I have a folder in my computer already, but I feel like having some more eyes on it would be good. That's it, man. Just like that, it's over. Damn. Oh, and no, Shay, you're going hard. This video sent me. What is it okay to play this, or is it gonna get me like banned or something? What did you send me?
And now he's on his phone. I can make.
All right, let's take a look at this real quick. Let's see what this is. Nessie B says, call his mama, his girl, his dealer, his cuz, and one last status post. Probably. Thank you for the super chat. Probably so, yeah. Walk of shame. Maybe it was drugs. Maybe he was on drugs, mental health, everything else. Lynette Barnes, is that Putin finally surrendering? Putin. Nah, I think that guy has way too much pride. And they're looking pretty bad too, actually. It's kind of embarrassing. That's it, just like that. Let me see what this video is.
And going a little tighter there, you can see him sitting in the car.
Hello?
Now just passing Dan Marino.
All right, I'm gonna play this this little thing after too. We hang out for a little bit more. This video here is about 20 minutes long, recommended. We'll just watch that. We'll let this kind of play out a little bit. Arkansas. How are you? Nice. Good job, cops. Could have been done with 4 cops. I mean, I don't know. That is a lot of cops, yo. Like that. I mean, I guess it's, good. Nobody's dead, I guess, or hurt. I don't know. I mean, maybe they thought it was more of a threat than what he was. And does he actually have a gun? Did he actually have a gun that entire time or no? This is an old chase that I'm going to play. I don't know from when it's from, but a friend recommended it. Shay. I'm going to watch and see what it's about. And then after that, I'll probably get out for a little bit to chill. Get off. Oh my God, I got so many messages on. Stream. Oh, thanks, BL. Yeah. All right, let's play this other shit. They're out there too on the news. ABC 7.
Boulevard there, I believe that's 199th Street going southbound. It's going to be coming up to the Golden Glades interchange.
This is Florida,
and
right?
Possibly some slower traffic. We'll bring the camera back out here just for a second to give you an idea of exactly how fast. Most of the cars in this area probably traveling between 70 and 75 miles an hour, and you can see there's a very high rate of speed here as it continues to go southbound.
All right, we have Ralph Rayburn in 7 Skyforce. He just recapped what you're watching on your screen right now. Police chasing after this red Mustang, high rates of speed. This is southbound on the Florida Turnpike, now entering into Miami-Dade County. This did start in Margate in Broward County at a TD Bank on 490 North State Road 7 in Margate. This started when that alarm went off at a TD Bank there, and police responded to the scene. Ralph.
Yeah, we are kind of becoming into slower moving traffic as he comes out to the far right lane here. This is going to take him to the, if he stays on, it's going to take him to the 826 westbound here. And he'll be sweeping there on the 826. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So he avoided I-95 at this point and is heading west. He's actually, although he's on state roads here, he's in the area that is covered by Miami Gardens Police Department there. So, of course, they're going to be getting advised that there's a pursuit here. Also, Florida Highway Patrol, as we said earlier, had been notified. They put this broadcast this out to all agencies in the area. We're passing 12th Avenue now on the 826 going westbound here. And again, as we advised our viewers a short time ago, this is a raw video, unedited, so we're not sure how this is going to play out. Hopefully it ends peacefully, but right now this driver of this red Mustang refusing to stop and obey police commands at this time.
So again, Ralph, to give everybody who's watching this the information on exactly where this is right now. So this is on the Palmetto Expressway. The car was on the Turnpike heading southbound, entered into the Golden Glades interchange, went onto that exit onto the Palmetto westbound at 12th Avenue, obviously going very fast, so well past that 12th Avenue exit now, and heading westbound until it gets to that curve, and then potentially heading onto the Palmetto southbound. We'll see where they end up going, but it looks like they may be exiting.
They are exiting here. This is 27th. Yeah, I think it's
27th
Avenue here. The exit at 27th Avenue into slower traffic here. You see them.
Oh shoot!
Zipping
what the hell did I do?
Other vehicles here through the parking lot. This is the parking lot of the gas station here on the corner. He's going to be coming northbound on 27th Avenue. That would be the equivalent
he is going
of
really
University
fast,
up in Broward, but at 27th Avenue, he's going to go right by the police station. No, he doesn't. He makes a left turn and goes westbound there, so he's going westbound now, Joe. He's westbound from 27th Avenue again, now in a neighborhood here. In fact, when he calibrates there, you're going to see he's doing about 70 on the city streets there, and that obviously not a safe thing to be doing there. He's blown through a couple of stop signs and stoplights and things like that. So he's now at 32nd Avenue here, and he's turning southbound on 32nd Avenue. So he's going to be heading back. He'll be going underneath, unless he gets on. He's getting underneath the overpass. He's going to be going towards the general area of Opelika Boulevard. We do now have the Broward Sheriff's Office helicopter right underneath us here. He's turning underneath us, Joe, and heading southbound there. So southbound on this roadway here. Let me see if I could just punch up my map here for a second, see if it's pretty close. It's going to tell you it's 32nd Avenue there. 32nd Avenue, he's on the wrong side of the roadway there, passing vehicles, high rate of speed, as we said earlier. This red Mustang wanted by agencies in Broward County, Broward and Margate, after whoever was driving this vehicle was believed to be at a TD Bank. An alarm was set off at the bank that notifies local agencies there. They responded to that TD Bank into the area. The red Mustang fled out of the parking lot there. There we go. We got pulling off, almost crashing there into the corner.
There's definitely an excitement about a live chase.
Opelika, that's called Sultan Avenue and Curtis Drive. This area
this is still
just to the east of Opelika Airport here again. Residential community, suburban, and hopefully there's not anybody out here on the streets right now. This is going to, you're seeing the map there indicate exactly the specific roadways where this is taking place, but it is in Opelika. There is an aviation unit, as we said, from the Broward Sheriff's Office that is following this vehicle from up above now, giving directions to the officers on the ground so that they remain safe and are able just to be guided in. We'll see where this ends up.
Ralph, are you seeing any police cruisers surrounding this car and following the car as well? We know the chopper's next to you, but what about any police cruisers?
Because of our focus right now of just being there on the car.
I can't believe this.
I don't want to widen out too much, but in this area right here, right now, we're not seeing any. All right, I'm being told that we're coming up on 27th Avenue. There are several agencies with cars in the area right now, and they're trying to coordinate this as far as the pursuit of this vehicle, but they're relying heavily on the police helicopter. We've seen it pull up to a house, hitting the front fence there. We're going to see the driver back up here, maybe a little bit disoriented, trying to figure out. Well, you saw the shadow of the helicopter there. There's the driver there. I'm going to put the zoom in here and go in a little tighter there. You can see him sitting in the car, and now he's on his phone. I can make that much out there. You can see that he's on his cell phone. There is a tag or something in the back seat, and now the guy's getting out of the vehicle. Let's see what happens here.
You gotta move, man.
And he's going to be running to the yard.
He's just like casually jogging.
So the police know where he is. They know which house he's in right now. So Broward Sheriff's Office helicopter relaying that information to officers on the ground. I believe he's standing out. Joe, can we slide? Oh, okay. Someone just opened the door and he's gone inside. So he's inside the house right now. We would imagine in a minute or two you're going to see some police officers pulling up to the outside of this house. So we'll keep the camera right here and we'll drop the speedometer from the screen there for you so you have a little clearer view. And we're just going to hang on this right now until we get some officers in the area. And that's what we got for you.
What are those cross streets, Ralph? Where are you exactly?
Well, let me see here. The map says it's Callender Street and Chasm Street. So that is definitely an Opelika address. We've got people coming out the front of the house now. The guy still on the phone here, walking towards the vehicle there. And going to be getting in the car. He may have bailed out of the car thinking that he could just go inside for a minute and figure things out. Now he's picked something up from inside the car. He's carrying it with him. He's gone into the house there. There are other people in the house. I see what appears to be a female there closing that door. So he's inside the house here at this address, and we're just still now waiting for local authorities here to show up.
So again, this all beginning in Margate.
Highway Patrol. Here comes the Highway Patrol right now. The Highway Patrol sees the red Mustang, and we got a couple other units pulling up right here now. So they're there. There's another unmarked car there. So they're all right here, being guided in towards that house. Again, you know, it's complicated communication system where one agency has to talk to the other and another one has to talk to another one. So they're in this area here. Okay. We've got officers coming out of their vehicles now, so we'll just stay with this and keep it kind of wide because I'm not sure exactly where they're going to go. We were focused on the front of the house. It's not believed that the guy went out the back door, or at least we didn't see him go out the back door. So what they're going to do is it looks like they're putting a perimeter up around this single-family home here, this yellow building with the white roof there right in the center of the screen. We have officers approaching the house right now. And maybe waiting for more assets to arrive here on the scene, but we've got an officer now running there and another police car. They're pointing at the house. He's pointing at the house. This is the house right here. So let's see what happens next. There we've got a dog here. This is and officers with guns and weapons drawn here. So again, we advise our viewers at home, you're watching live television, and what's happening is going to be broadcast out here. So that's just an advisory for you.
So again, this is Chasm Street and Calendar Street, some intersection there in Opelika. It looks like he is walking out of that residential home. Police demanding him to get out of that home.
All right, they're going inside now. They're going to be going inside here. You've got a guy that's gotten down. They told him to just stay down there and wait. He's complying there. So the officers came in and are trying to defuse the situation, trying to get people inside just to comply with their area. As you see them now, it appears he's already been cuffed that quickly. So this chase that started up in Margate came down the turnpike all the way through Broward County into Dade and ended up here in Opelika, where we saw the driver exit that vehicle.
This is not live. No, we already finished the live.
TD Bank up in Broward, up in that area of Margate. They put out information about the vehicle they wanted to get stopped. It traveled at a high rate of speed, as we showed you there with the Skyforce speedometer there, and it appears now that subject is in custody. Of course, we've got ground units on the way there to gather more information. They'll be getting it back to you as soon as they arrive. That's our story here in Skyforce. Back to you.
All right, Ralph Rayburn and 7 Skyforce, always ending in this way. We always like that. Man in handcuffs, cops there, and nobody hurt.
Is that it? Well, he stayed in his own home, I guess.
Again, we are still over the scene.
That's it. Arrested. Shay sent that. Somebody said, fake live chase for views. Oh no. I've been here, bro. We've been here 3.5 hours. The chase is over. It just finished. We're watching another video. But I guess that's it, man. I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys for joining me. I had a good time. It was fun. Appreciate the subscriptions. Please hit like on the way out. Oh, I mean, the Amber Heard stuff. I mean, we could leave it for this. Really, the friend got kicked out. The friend, what's her name? Eve Barlow. I mean, we'll talk about that more when we do the stream. Let me see if I can put it up real quick. I think I've been messing around with the screens too much. I don't know what's what. Screen. Yeah. I'm trying to get that up. Can't get it up. Okay. Struggling. I don't know what I'm doing. There. There we go. Okay, I was being a little uncooperative. But anyway, we'll talk more on this on Monday, unless something more comes before then. But the judge banned Amber Heard's supporter and I believe friend, and there was also and this lady was the lady that I don't know if I still have the video. She was among the people that were behind Amber Heard's attorneys. And right when they kicked out that lady, Gina, they were all huddling up, sending notes. It seemed like they were texting each other, may have even been texting with the attorneys. There was a New York Post article as well. BL sent this to me that Johnny Depp fans booted from court for alleged violent threats against Amber Heard. And I believe the thing was that this person had made a post or somewhere like over a year ago or something about wishing that Amber Heard was dead or something. So they got her kicked out, I believe. But we'll talk more about that on Monday. Michelle, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks, man. Love your channel. Thank you. No more trial. My head is banging from that mess. Oh, we're here for it, man. People have been asking me. They want me to cover it. Please cover it. The views are there. People keep coming by and people are subscribing. So we have to follow it. It's just the very beginning. It's possibly going to be 6 weeks, I think. Possibly 6 weeks long. Somebody said Elon Musk might be testifying next week. I don't know if that's true or not. Both were. Amber Heard's supporter and friend was banned officially by the judge, and then there was supposedly some Depp supporter that was kicked out as well. It said it was because of a post that said, "I can't wait for the day I kill Amber Heard." They allegedly wrote this online, calling her the mermaid cunt. I'm laughing at that because of the whole that word came out right in the trial. So 2 people, at least, that I know of. Yeah, both. Elon Musk and Franco. I know. I'm gonna keep covering it. I'm telling you, man. There's been like, I've seen maybe, I don't know, like 1 or 2 people out of like maybe, I don't know, hundreds or thousands that are like, yeah, please, we want to see this. Keep covering it. So I understand if if there's a few people that don't want to do it, but like if majority are like, yes, cover this, then that's what we're gonna do. But I was saying too that there's a different story too that we were kind of working on. I was gonna do it this weekend, but I decided to hold off on it because I don't want to risk not being able to stream by covering this particular story. Gonna have to wait till the trial's over, so we'll probably look for something else. Oh, and somebody asked earlier too about Cody Bigsby. This was the child that supposedly, according to the father, disappeared, and he was trying to say he walked out the door. Let me just pull up my notes real quick. Cody Bigsby. This was the child that officers were called to a home on the 100 block of Railyard Drive around 9 a.m. This is a story that took place in Virginia. The officers got there and the father was there, and he told the officers, Corey's the father and Cody is the son, 4-year-old son. So Corey tells police that his son was last seen around 2 a.m. on Monday 31st, January 31st. When the father woke up around 9, Cody was gone. And apparently the story is BS, and he's been missing possibly for weeks or months. And he was arrested and all this stuff. And so the update with that was that, first of all, he's still missing, the 4-year-old. They've done all these searches, still not found. There's been a lot of drama locally. This is the same town where Noah Tomlin, I believe. Is it Noah Tomlin? I know it's Tomlin. Let's see. Noah Tomlin. Just so many stories and mixed in my head, Noah Tomlin. It's the same town that Noah Tomlin went missing. Another toddler that was found deceased, 2 years old. And I think it's only like a couple of blocks. I think somebody told me it's like I don't know, like less than 5 minutes away. All right. And so the latest that I heard was that the attorney stepped down. The attorney representing Corey. If I can find that article real quick. He withdraws as counsel. Let me see if I can pull up that article real quick. I mean, unfortunately, there just really hasn't been many updates. It doesn't seem like this guy's really talking. The attorney representing Corey Bigsby and his motion to withdraw as counsel granted by a judge on Thursday. Jeff Ambrose filed the motion on Wednesday to withdraw from the case granted by Judge Gregory Bain. Attorney Jeffrey Ambrose told 10 on Your Side he doesn't want there to be any misunderstanding about his withdrawal. He says it's not based on any sort of confession by Corey, contrary to the rumors on social media. Ambrose said there was an ethical problem that compromised his duty as an attorney, as well as Bigsby's right as a defendant. Ambrose was retained by Bigsby's family 3 days after Cody was reported missing January 31st. And that's kind of like the last that I heard about that. That was a weird story. He was found at the dump. I thought Noah was found. Was it Noah found by the plant or something? Isn't there like a plant or something over there? Where was Noah Tomlin found? Oh yeah, Hampton Steam Plant. Or maybe it was across the way. Noah Tomlin reported missing on January 24th, 2019, and on July 3rd of that year, police found his body at the Hampton Steam Plant. And this is all in the same, pretty close, same area as Cody. The steam plant, yeah. Don't go, Mel. It's Friday night. No, I'm gonna head out for a little bit just to hang out with Maddie and kind of settle her down. I'm supposed to do Discord night too, but I don't know what we're. I have links set up for Discord that I was gonna test out having more of a fun night on Discord instead of just watching movies. Actually, just watch Reddit video clips and kind of hang out and talk. Maybe keep it shorter. Maybe not do it every Friday. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Oh, and the other thing too, which I think that set told me about this. I think, and I don't even know where the link is. It's with regards to Brian Laundrie. There's probably a few people that told me. Brian Laundrie, they're gonna go to trial for this. Is it a lawsuit? I think it's gonna be in 2023. I'm trying to find the link. I don't even know. I'm a mess. Get so many tabs open. Florida judge giving lawyers of Gabby Petito's parents second chance to make. Oh no! Whoa! What happened? Hold on. Okay. I'm seeing two different reports, and I'm confused. Maybe I need to read both of these. I'm looking at these two. I haven't clicked them yet. But one says Florida judge giving lawyers for Gabby Petito's parents second chance to make a coherent claim. What? And then the other one says lawsuit filed against Brian Laundrie's parents by Gabby Petito's parents to go to trial. Okay. Let me see.
All right, breakfast is.
So, okay, it made reports of a potential trial date in the civil lawsuit slain travel blogger Gabby Petito's parents filed against the mother and father of the suspected killer Brian Laundrie. The question remains whether the case will move forward. Judge Hunter Carroll set an August 2023 start time if the case doesn't get dismissed before then. So this is by Fox, and it says here, I believe everyone is misinterpreting that scheduling order, which merely reflects the tentative case schedule submitted by the parties. This is by Steve Bertolino, who represents the Laundrie family. The motion to dismiss is still pending and will be decided once the plaintiffs file an amended complaint to correct the deficiencies in the first one. So Bertolino's saying there's deficiencies. Let me see what KS. According to the court documents, the trial will begin August 14, 2023. The Laundries had filed a motion to dismiss the case, but the Florida judge ruled in favor of the Petito family. What? A May 9th hearing was scheduled to discuss the motion, and the Petito's family response has been canceled. All right, let me see the chat. So what exactly is going on? Is this happening or not? Yeah, that was Brian's attorney, or his family, mother and father's attorney. Thank you, Megan. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Please check JB. They have 20 days to amend their motion. Let me see what's the more recent article. This article is from Fox is from a day ago. Oh, they're both from a day ago. So it's kind of... Check Facebook. Oh, okay, I see. About Noah. All right, yeah, let's call it. I'll find out. I'll look into more to find out what's gonna happen with this Brian Laundrie. I'm sure everybody's gonna be covering it. It's gonna be a lot. Sent you a tweet, iCkEdMeL. Okay, let's take a look. Bridget. Twitter. Breaking news. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to leave this for another time then. But I see the whole thing August 14, 2023. Yeah. It's just like somebody said. Judge Hunter Carroll responded to the motion for the lawsuit's dismissal by allowing the attorneys for Petito and Schmidt 20 days to file an amended complaint he says was necessary due to a perceived procedural deficiency in the lawsuit. That's what this is from WFLA. This is what Bridget sent me. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But there is some sort of 20-day thing going on where they have to file an amended complaint. Right here. Like 30 windows in one tab opening up. You got JB playing live, this notification, trying to pull you into more notifications, and the ad at the bottom. And to be clear, the court in today's order is not passing on defendants' arguments that the lawsuit should be dismissed with prejudice. Carroll wrote, the court's intent is to address the perceived procedural deficiency before addressing the merits of the defendant's motion. All right, so I don't know. We'll wait and see. Fake thumbnail. How is it a fake thumbnail? Go back 4 hours. You'll see the chase. Fake thumbnail. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to get out of here, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications. Thank you so much for the mods and the people helping me out in the background, keeping me afloat. Callie, thanks so much. Callie Sandy, thank you so much for Maddie's Easter basket. A+ Daddy, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. All right, good night. Peace. Should I play something? So I need an outro video. Somebody said, do I do an outro video? I don't know how to do that shit. I mean, I could. I have videos, but it's kind of weird if it doesn't have a timer, right? I have 2 videos. One's 5 minutes. Should I do a 5-minute outro video? Oh, that has a countdown. Yeah, the countdown works. Let's do that. Let's do that. Boom, boom, and then the stream will end. I'll hang out in the chat a little bit while it ends, and then shut it down. I need an outro, right? So there's a time to chat and whatever, or something. But do I stay here for the outro? Oh, I'll just chat, right? It's kind of weird if I stay here because then they don't want to leave. I don't know. But I like the beach one though. I like the beach video. Let me see. I can never say bye. This is actually an intro. We don't dial 911. Quaaludes! Anybody remember this? Peace. Shit is long though. 5 minutes is a long time, isn't it? This is Fort Lauderdale Museum. I forgot the name of it. Damn, I was bigger too then. I was a lot bigger than. Kind of. Good night, yeah. I guess I don't know if we're gonna be on Discord or not. I know, right? More goodbyes to the forever. I'm gonna work on eventually a little intro outro thing or something, maybe. I don't know. This is why I was with Sylvia. Skipping too, huh? That's this is Shannon Ryan. This is a case that I covered here in Florida. Layla Cavett, where she's still missing. She's never been found. This guy's, but yo, oh my God, we should watch this guy's fucking video sometime where this woman's missing and he makes like a 40-minute rant video going off. He's crazy as shit. If you guys never seen this story, oh my God. But anyway, I found the spot. Me and this other chick, she helped me out find the spot where this guy was taking pictures. We were deep diving this story. And so I took like a little photo where this guy was at. The countdown is to the end of the stream. Yeah, his run was crazy. There's some of the different places I've been on the ground. Boots on the ground, I guess. Never used a machete before, as you can tell. Layla Cavett is crazy. Oh, shh. Yeah, I cut myself. This is an abandoned house I went to Miami. Yo, this is a really good video. The actual video of this. If you check it out, this whole thing, fuck, I stretch out 5 minutes to 30. This whole thing was one day I wake up and there was these 3 bodies that, well, it was supposed to be 3. One guy survived. And the story behind that is that these guys were tortured in the back of a moving truck in Opelika for like hours. And at the end of the torturing and all that, I don't know if they got what they needed or not. They put a bullet in the back of these guys' head, execution style. They pull up in front of an abandoned house. I'm going to put the link for you guys because I think you guys should check out that video because it was creepy as hell. And people told me they were getting an anxiety when they were watching my video. I'm going to put the link for you guys. So if you want to watch something else. Oh, shit. It's supposed to be on my front page. I don't even see it here. Oh, here it is. So underrated. That video, I think I should repost it. It'd probably get more views than what it has there. But I'm going to put it in the chat and I'm going to pin it. If you're bored sometime, it's like an adventure video. I sometimes do that. Like I'll go in person and explore. And so it was an abandoned house. Their bodies were dumped in front. One guy survived. And we never hear from this guy again. I don't know if he's like in witness protection or something. All they told us is that he survived. He was in the hospital. They didn't release his name. The 2 guys, they released their names. And they had somewhat of a shady history. And that was it. And so when I got there, I went in person. I was just kind of curious. And the abandoned house, the door was open. And so I was like, oh, let me just walk inside. And it was creepy as shit where these bodies were found. I also have another video that I did locally in Florida where this woman killed her child. And I went there in person. Oh, it was 2 kids. They were found floating in the canal. And I went there. The news was there. And I was talking to people over there. And one lady told me that the day prior, this lady was going around asking people if she can baptize their kids. Crazy shit. So Discord is for everybody. There is a members area on Discord that's like paid through YouTube. But if you can, you don't have to have a membership. You can just join Discord and come hang out. Never used a machete before, as you can tell. Oh, shh. This is the edited rendition, but the actual video is like 30 minutes long. I found all kinds of stuff. I even found drugs in there. I found pills in there, prescription pills.
In a minute, I'm gonna stop and look where we're at on GPS.
This is a different thing with a private investigator.
Something out there. Heard something. I'm gonna pull up my GPS. See where we're at. Oh shit.
No, Bridget,
yeah, I
nothing.
believe this. We're actually going back towards the trail. We're not going up. We're going sideways. Here's something creepy for you guys. We thought we were going straight up north, like north. We thought we were going up this. There's something up here. Just heard something. Something's up here. Somebody, an animal or somebody's up here.
Yo, we're in the middle of nowhere.
Big bird. Holy. Kinda. Yo, I thought somebody was out here. That creepy music.
Yo, I had such a blast, man. All right, I'm gonna get out. I guess the point of the outro is that I just end it, right? I don't keep talking. I have some really crazy underrated videos. You'd be like, probably holy shit. But it was before I got bigger. But anyway, yeah. Have a good night. Love you guys. Peace. Adios. Adios. This is really an intro video.